Threshold.
Hello, everybody.
To go in space to find some toy.
Hi, welcome all to another episode of 10 Days of Tabletop.
10? I thought it was 12.
No, it's 10.
Isn't it 12 Days of Christmas?
Yes, but we couldn't fit 12 one-shots in this month.
You know what? It's just the days of Hanukkah with an extra couple.
Okay. 8 crazy nights.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Plus 2.
Okay.
Yep.
So, hi, everybody. Thank you all for coming, and thank you to the wonderful cast and the DM that's here today. We'll go around and meet the table in just a minute. First of all, Extra Life. That's what we're doing this whole shebang for, and we made it. We made it to the $1,500 mark. Thank you to Cat Lady Liz for pushing us over the $1,500 mark. You crazy bitch. Crazy. I'm sending something your way as soon as I get it together for you, just as a thank you for all of your support this last 9 months, apparently. Next, our sponsor for tonight's episode is Canadian Dice. You can go to canadiandice.ca and use the code TheVactaire, all one word, to get 10% off of your dice order. Ryan is very, very quick about sending stuff out. So, you won't have to wait long.
There's not many more Old Men rolling dice sets left.
That's true.
Yeah.
They have...
We've almost sold out.
Almost sold out. They are very chunky, very metallic.
Mm-hmm.
And
they'll kill your players.
And your table.
Yes.
Literally.
Can you use it as a projectile?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
You really could.
Yes.
You put the D20 in a slingshot, you could kill somebody.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, easily.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You've been hit with a...
I don't condone that.
It's not something we condone. It's just a statement, an observation, if you will.
Like if there are a couple of fascists walking around your neighborhood, just go outside.
Oh yeah, by all means.
Just go hang out.
Shoot the turfs.
Yeah, that too.
The fuck is that? Never mind. You know it.
Turf. Sorry.
Join us on the 30th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our final 10 Days of Tabletop. It's the Frozen Spire with DM Emily from Corvées Miniatures. And it is a familiar problem from Darrington Press. You may have seen it on Critical Role with Marisha Ray running it. So we're gonna try it out and see how it goes. We're playing a lot of animals and it'll be fun. And I'm playing Reggie. So if you know who Reggie is, you're a real one.
He's got new art coming out that day.
Yeah, he does. Speaking of art, if you want to see new character art for next year for our 2 campaigns that are on Mondays and Fridays, go check out our Instagram to get a sneak peek.
You have no idea, y'all. We're so hot.
So hot.
We're so
hot. New Year's Eve. If you are one of the many that has nothing to do, check out Rick and Artemis. Go talk to them. They are running a Babies and Broadswords one-shot. And they're doing a bunch of games in Discord afterwards. So if you don't have anything to do, join them. They'll keep you entertained for a little while. Just let them know if you're interested in playing, and they'll set you up. Sunday is the return of Howl of the Carrion King, 7:30 p.m. on DM Jellемy's channel. That guy right up there. Oh my. It may not be called Howl of the Carrion King, TBD, but that's all we knew it as, so that's what we're calling it right now. And Campaign Mistwalkers returns on Monday at 8 o'clock. So that's all I got for announcements. Let's meet the table tonight, starting with DM Jellemy.
Why do I gotta go first?
Because you're the DM, and that's how it goes.
Okay. I'm Jellemy.
Yeah, you're in the middle.
I'm Jellemy. I'm part of the Old Men Rolling Dice podcast, and here on Twitch, DM_Jellemy. I do Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
you
happy
do.
To be here.
We're happy to have you here. Thank you so much for running a game for us. Next up, Cedar. Who are you? Where are you from? What you doing?
Where am I from? Well,
Chaos.
I'm from the mountains. I've moved around a lot most of my life. Anyway, my name is Cedar the Barefoot. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I play the D&D with these crazy folks, and I've been doing it for 9 months. Apparently, I have a nearly full baby of Twitch baby, which flew right over my head the first time it was mentioned to me. I was like,
Yeah, what does that? Oh,
it's like old enough to be.
I've caught up now.
Yeah. Which is
Oh,
weird because
Thanks for coming out, Jer.
because like the gestation period of Gerblins is a little different, but so I do the thing on Twitch, I do the thing on TikTok, I do the thing all over the place. I'm pretty much Cedar the Barefoot everywhere. You can find me all over the place and all that good stuff. And I have a cat named Sam, and you all call him Captain Underpants. And
Yeah,
I
we-
did not take my meds today, and I'm sorry for all the chaos that is about to happen. I'm gonna mute myself now.
Okay. Thank you. New person to our stream, Chell. Tell us about you.
Hello.
Voice modulators kicked in.
sorry,
Yeah.
Kel. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Shell. It's actually only my second stream. I did a stream with DM Brick a few weeks ago, and then got so kindly shoved in this direction, and then in game. So thank you. I mostly just DM at home, so any chance I get to play is really fun. And yeah, so thanks for having me. I'm on mostly just Instagram under Shell Blackthorn, and then usually lurking around Twitch or Discord.
Glad to have you here, and just so you know, we tend to adopt our new friends.
What's
So,
Ram doing here?
I'm trying to fix it. I don't know. It just did a thing, and I fixed it. I think it won't do that again.
Yeah, you're
You have your
normal
wonderful
again.
voice
So
tonight.
I'm fucking with my voice modulator and still talking all the way through it because. Hey, Artemis.
yeah, I'm Artemis, and I'm the social media manager, content coordinator, resident crazy lady of the Voctaire. I just help Aphi with whatever she needs and organize chaos, apparently. So
Can confirm chaos is had and will continue to be had. And I'm Aphi the DM. You can find me here at the Voctaire, social media Voctaire, or Aphi the DM on the Instagrams. And I just run this stuff. That's all I got.
Sorry.
True story. So
she does way more than that. Don't fucking listen to her. She does a lot of shit around here.
Okay. Any
You
hoozle. Go ahead and take us away, Jer.
Oh, really? We're jumping right in now? Okay,
Absolutely.
hold on a second. So, we haven't introed characters yet, but we will do this in a moment here. Let me just let me get some music playing here.
Thanks for the hype train, guys.
I think I keep,
Yes,
yeah,
thank
hype
you
train.
for the hype train. Y'all
So-
are crazy.
We're playing an 8th level one-shot tonight. There's 8th level characters on board. You have all been summoned to the Ivory Tower in the lands of Fantasia. Yes, that Fantasia, for those that are Neverending Story fans. And the Ivory Tower. The winter solstice has passed, and Fantasia's New Year celebrations are set to begin. And the Empress Moonchild, as she was named, has summoned 3 heroes to the tower, and you've come because one, it's a great honor, and maybe you're just impressed that you're named heroes of Fantasia. Only 3 though. Okay, we're not going to deal with Captain quite yet. So we're just talking about Jellemy, Bonk, and it's Bric-a-Brac, right? Did I get it right? Bric-a-Brac.
Bric-a-brac.
Bric-a-Bric. I'll just say it really quick, so it's like impossible to actually understand.
It could be different every time. Just say it.
So the three of you find yourself on the pinnacle of the ivory tower. And you look out over the lands of Fantasia and all its strange and wondrous creatures and places and cities and towns and etc., etc. And you are ushered in by the Empress's sort of socialites and viceroys and major domos, etc. And when you come in, you find her not well. She lays on a bed, covered, so that just sort of her upper body is above the covers, and her arms lay sort of at her sides on the blanket, and she's just sort of looking off into the distance as she lies there. You're told that you're allowed to approach, and you maybe notice that those that escorted you here to the summit of the ivory tower do not approach the Empress. In fact, make a point of keeping some distance. And maybe if we can,
She's got COVID.
let's talk about the three heroes that have been called upon here. So Jellemy, do you want to tell us all about Jellemy?
Jellemy is a plasmoid paladin. You may have seen them in another one-shot, and now she's in space. She
Wearing
wears
armor?
full plate mail, or full plate, and most of the gaps have like green ichor kind of oozing out of them. And there's a couple of like random bones protruding from like the knee and the face plate and
Ham bones, if I remember.
ham bones, yes.
Yes. Okay. Is Jellemy, because you can choose, is Jellemy small or medium?
Jellemy's actually small.
It's a tiny Jello.
Tiny jello and can be carried around in a bowl and has, who is it? From Star Trek Theater?
Odo?
Odo's bucket
His resting bucket.
rejuvenation.
Your resting bucket.
I have a resting bucket that I am carried around in.
Can it be like
Excellent.
one of those Jello bunt cake things?
Yeah.
I want to imagine that the bucket also is your helm.
Yes.
Which is a cake pan.
That's kind of what I want to happen.
Absolutely. That is exactly what it is.
And beside you is Bonk. Tell us about Bonk.
So Bonk is like 6'2" warforge that carries around looks like the handle of a saber, and they've got a hood pulled up real low, just kind of keeping an eye on things. Very tall, like silver in color. Just sort of keeping an eye out. Probably
Very tall,
carrying
very
Jellemy
tall.
around.
Very tall compared to Jellemy beside you.
Yeah.
And how about Bric-a-Brac?
So Brick is an autonym bard, and they are only 2'11", so they're also very tiny. And they are a very like fat gut with shiny chrome, but now they're stuff. And they get around essentially 3 little wheels, but instead of wheels, they're like treads. So they just kind of roll around, and they've got a lot of little panels that kind of move as they're also moving. So that's stuff underneath the little bottom part. But yeah, we'll transform it.
So you have you're like a tripod.
Yes, yeah, but with little treads on instead of wheels.
Absolutely.
Wally.
I like that.
But yeah, so a little less like the head's kind of domed, but a little wally less.
Okay. So the three of you now stand a little bit closer to the Empress than the rest of those that gather here. There's about a dozen people atop the ivory tower, and this just magnificent bed that looks like it's made of like sea, like massive oysters and seashells and things like that. And she lies motionless in it, just sort of gazing off into the distance.
Hello?
I hold Jellemy out in front of me, like in my hands.
I like half gloop out of my helmet, or the bunch pan that I'm in. The jello bunch pan. Hello?
You're still maybe about 20 feet away from the end of the bed, and she pays no attention to you.
I'm gonna guess she doesn't need her bones then?
The man beside you is like dressed in these very bright red robes. She certainly needs her bones.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe if you just go a little closer.
Why don't you go closer?
We would hate to worsen her condition.
But it's okay for us to go closer?
Well, she did summon for you, so I'm sure she'll be kinder to you.
Oh. I blorp all the way out of the bun pan.
Just holding the bun pan.
Amorphously roll to the edge of the bed and like gloop up onto the edge of it.
Yes.
Hello?
Just follow back.
Like flubber.
Just kind of like pat the bed with like...
She looks
little
at
pseudo pad.
Her head turns and she looks down at Jellemy with these bright blue eyes. You came.
Yes?
And why don't you give us our first check of the game? Give me an insight check as you stand at the end of her bed.
Oh yeah. 10.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, she looks tired to you.
Like reach out with my pseudopod and just like pat her shoulder with it.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I need you to do something for me.
Okay.
There are enemies on all sides of Fantasia. Do you remember when the Nothing came?
Do I remember when the Nothing came?
Well, I will leave that totally up to you. I don't even know if you're from Fantasia.
I'm amorphous, so I'm just gonna say I'm amorphously canon everywhere.
Okay.
So yes, I've been here and I know what that is.
Yes. So the Nothing was sort of this apathy, this feeling, this sort of nothingness that tried to overwhelm the imaginary powers of Fantasia in the past.
Yeah?
I have found an ally for Fantasia. Her name is Queen Moonracer, and she lives across the stars. And she offers a gift for the lands of Fantasia. And she lets out sort of this long sigh.
What is it?
And Brick-a-Brack and Bonk can make an insight check as well, as they're watching. And you don't need to make... We're like, real dice are okay. Those of you that choose to roll electronically, that's fine, but real dice are fine. Yeah, Bonk, you're just like, wow, she's tired.
I'm busy holding this bunt cake pan going, what?
Is it clean? Oh wait, no, we established that Jellemy was like one of those like slimes that you can clean shit with, like on your keyboard.
You're like Flubber.
Yeah.
Brick-a-Brack, what did you get on your insight?
Brick-a-Brack got a 4.
A 4?
Wait, so
Okay.
Great, guys.
Yeah, okay. This is
Yeah,
all tracking
okay.
very well. This is all tracking very well.
I think Brick-a-Brack's been around humanoids in a long time.
So
I'm not humanoid, I'm an ooze.
the
Well,
the
I mean,
Empress
like,
says
like prayer.
the Empress says that I sent the Queen is not able to come here herself, and I sent Atreyu to retrieve the gift. But he has not returned. He's well past due.
If that little bitch gets stuck in the swamp again, I'm gonna be real upset.
Ah, so you have heard of the Nothing.
I said I did.
This is just some random noble. Oh, so they do know of the Nothing. They know of the Nothing. They know of the Nothing.
I would ask the three of you to travel to Queen Moonracer's Planetoid and retrieve her gift for me, and to bring Atreyu back.
I'd love to, but I can't fly.
I've sent for one of the greatest pilots that Fantasia knows. They should be here any moment. If you would go aboard their ship, they would ferry you to the Queen's Planetoid.
Yeah, okay.
She then looks down the bed at Bonk and Bric-a-Brac.
Of course.
Anything I can do for you otherwise?
No.
I'm just gonna try and lay on Pseudopod anyway.
Okay. You're gonna lay on Pseudopod?
Yeah.
What part of the body does the Pseudopod that touches her come? Like, is it from a shoulder, a foot?
Like the shoulder to the elbow area.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna try and cure a disease or neutralize a poison.
Okay.
That's what I try to do.
It doesn't work. I can tell you that right now. It doesn't work. But because you're thinking along those lines, give me a medicine check.
15.
You feel that some sort of, maybe it's post-holidays blues or something, but some sort of depression has fallen over the Queen. The Empress, rather. Sorry, the Empress.
Too much turkey. That tryptophan, man.
You don't think you don't think it's a physical illness as much as a mental or emotional state that she's in. And with that, there's some sort of like clap or crack in the distance, and a ship that can only be described as a large, perhaps flying fish, glides up to the edge of the ivory tower, and you immediately hear the bickering of goblins on board, goblinoids. A gangplank lowers, and you see a very, like... Well, Cedar, you described to me what the crew is probably looking like.
We're a pretty well-dressed crew. Like, lots of colors, lots of leather. Everyone is wearing a very shiny leather vest. And there are occasionally there's like the rumble of motors every so often, and some squealing tires below deck. Just some shenanigans that you shouldn't have to worry about. One of them is seems to be having a quiet argument with another one of them as they're getting ready to come down the gangplank, and the second one just goes and like snatches something from the one's mouth, and that one is just like plops on a top hat, straightens it up a little bit, tugs on their vest, and the vests are all kind of like shiny black. So like, if you didn't look twice, you'd maybe think it would be like what we call latex. But like, she comes down and she's got rusty kind of dark red hair tucked up into a bun behind her head. Just roughly cut bangs coming down around the face, fringe, really grown out fringe, and assless chaps, and some nice black leathers beneath that, also very shiny, kind of like latex. There is the creak of leather and the clicking and high pitched noise of spurs as she walks with her boots down this gangplank, rolling up her red sleeves, revealing some nice tattoos, some sick ink and whatnot. Big, bright yellow eyes peek up from beneath the brim of this top hat as she stands at the bottom of the gangplank, coming to a stop, feet spread, hip width distance apart as the camera comes down between her knees.
Tell that all of the gathered dignitaries and nobles and majordomos and regents, etc., for the Empress are all not like uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable. Even with your horrible insight checks, you can tell that they're uncomfortable by the arrival of this goblin ship.
She like looks around.
Is it because of the goblin ship or the assless chaps?
You're not sure.
The assless chaps are also like a bright red. They're like a bright red. She's wearing like a bright red shirt too, underneath her shiny black leathers. She's looking real neat.
The Empress leans over to Jellemy and says, "Captain, we'll take you."
That's the captain?
She motions to a small but ornate table beside the bed where there is a scroll case, and says to Jellemy, "Take that to the captain. They'll know what to do."
I mean, they're right there. Okay, no, it's fine. I take it in my pseudopod and just kind of like glorp my way over to the captain.
Okay.
She's like reaching in her shirt pocket, trying to be being really sneaky about it. Reaching in her pocket underneath her waistcoat, and she takes out like what seems to be like what we would call a cigarette or like a cigar or a cigarillo, just something, just like
a hand roll.
Yeah, maybe it's a fatty. Who knows? It's a roach. Yeah, not a roach, because it hasn't been smoked yet. So she just like places it between her lips.
Someone shouts from the deck, like, "Hey!"
I just wanted to hold it. Just to feel it in my fingers.
It just oozes over, and like a little bit of the goop comes out, so it's like a head. But it's just like a pointy head, like a worm head. Queen wants you to have this. Hold up the scroll with my pseudopod.
She reaches down, takes it gently from you, kind of shakes off some of your excess sludge and slime.
Sorry about that. I just like pat it up with myself.
It's just like a towel to get the bottom of your shirt. She'll like with one of her sharp nails, she'll just like flick the tie off the scroll and like let it go.
Yeah, as you open the end of the scroll case, it's like a tube. You can feel
she like
there is paper inside, like as you look in, but there is also something that moves about inside, something with some weight to it. So out into your hand slides from the tube this handful of marbles, but they don't scatter anywhere. They're magnetic and they like stuck together like in a ball in your hand. But they're all like different color, like the cat's eyes and all the rest of it. The scroll tells you that everything that the gang has been in trouble for in the lands of Fantasia will be pardoned if you can escort these 3 heroes to the Planetoid of Misfit Toys. The note tells you that Queen racers, Planetoid, lies on the far side of a color pool that is just behind the moon of Fantasia.
She like tucks the marbles. She like kind of does that with the marbles like that.
Yeah, you realize that the marbles like are magnetized.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't possibly play marbles with these marbles. She tells you that the marbles, once you're beyond the color pool, the marbles will guide.
She tucks the marbles into her vest pocket, inside pocket, with her pocket watch.
Mm-hmm.
Tucks
It
the
immediately
scroll back.
sticks to the pocket watch.
Yep.
If there's
It
any
goes
kind
clink,
of
all of the gears.
clink. It's all right. It doesn't tell time anyway. And she'll like look over Jellemy and she'll say to the what the hell was her name again? I'm sorry.
The Empress?
The Empress.
Moonchild?
Yeah, the Empress. She'll like, the garbage will do. Come on. I would like my inspiration, please.
What? The garbage will do?
Literally, Ray said that, okay?
Okay.
I remember
I'll give it to you.
I've
We're
only
using
seen it
Star
in
Wars. We're using Star Wars quotes tonight.
I've
for
only ever
inspiration.
seen it in a clip. I don't know which
Okay.
movie it was from,
I'll give it to you.
but Ray said it.
Give yourself an inspiration.
Thank you. Ha!
As you go back up the plank, do the three of you follow?
Are you coming or what?
I like go and scoop up Jellemy back in their little bunt pan.
And Brickleback will pat the bed and then roll over.
You're
Okay.
kind of big. I like that. Come on. And she like turns around and goes walking up the gangplank, and on the back of her shiny leather vest is emblazoned Sons of Triarchy.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
You notice a number of other crew members wear a similar vest.
Yep.
I just sort of like look at Jellemy. Like, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Brick. Let's go.
I'll roll up behind.
Okay.
Lovely.
I'm going to
Everyone-
view the ship.
Yeah, everyone boards the ship.
I just put you on top of my head.
What a piece of junk.
Inspiration.
Literally screeching noises as the spurs hit the deck.
It's a Star Wars quote.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I heard the inspiration part. She's like, oh, thank you not to talk shit about my baby, the Jambition.
And then when the captain says the Jambition, everybody's like, fist in the air. Yo!
Ooh, ugh.
I think Brickleback will also do a little, like, their claw will close and they'll do, like that too.
Yeah,
I like to cut-
as everyone comes aboard and Brick-a-Brack comes on board, there's about 3 goblins that take particular interest in Brick-a-Brack, like coming over, invading your personal space, sort of
I pull out a ham
checking
bone.
out what you are and how you work, maybe trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
I pull a ham bone out of my stuff and just kind of wag it at the goblins, because as we have previously established, they are allergic to pigs.
Yes, they are allergic to
they're-
pigs.
They're allergic to pigs? No, we're not.
That's
It's canon.
Really, yeah.
It's against our religion, okay?
That's
It's
terrestrial.
It's
That's
like
terrestrial
Islam.
goblins, not space goblins.
It's like Islam.
Well, I'm still gonna do it anyway. Don't
Whatever the
dare.
case,
They're just now
they
calm down.
run away from Brick-a-Brack.
Calm down. They're just seeing how he works.
Then Brickleback's, like, panels will kind of go up and then you see, like, on their right side, there's like a little, like a rib cage, but it's actually like a keyboard, and there's like a little like it's this like it's not like a synth goes up, like use it.
Oh, we got ourselves a performer.
They're all like, yo!
What's your name?
Brick-a-brack.
Brick-a-brack?
Brick-a-brack.
Excellent. I like you. You're gonna play for dinner. Cast off!
Say please. Wag the ham bone at the captain.
She'll like turn around and, and bite the end off of it and be like, "Thank you."
But Jellemy is on top of my head, 6.5 feet in the air.
By all accounts, it doesn't make sense, but it's goblin technology. What can I say?
So
Got a bad
Shove
feeling
the
about
bitten
this.
ham bone back into myself.
these very large fins sort of adjust, and the ship begins to push away from the ivory tower and rise towards higher and higher into the skies.
Move on, Jellemy. You're too slow. And she'll like run up onto the deck and she'll like touch Gerblin on the shoulder and take over the chair.
Okay. So let's take a quick tour of our ship, shall we? Just so we have it down for tonight. So can we all see the map that I've opened up here?
It's beautiful.
There's
It's
no
beautiful.
vision. Check and make sure you can move your token for me just quickly. We'll do a quick check there. If not, I've done something horribly wrong in the stuff.
Where's my chair? Is this where my chair is?
No, your chair is actually on below deck in the front here. I'll ping there.
Oh, hang on. Let me zoom out there. All right, down below. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll go running into the. Oh, that's the quarters. Okay, I'll go running in there. Think.
Yeah. So if we look below deck, we have like a navigation room. We have a bridge up here at the front. We have a pooper. I don't know why they put the pooper in. Captain's quarters. A couple
Why
cargo holds.
It's underneath the poop deck. Everyone needs to poop.
Exactly. Cargo holds. At the back, we've got the where everybody eats and cooks. We've got some bed quarters. Then the middle map, we're seeing the main deck, and the main deck has 2 weapons on it. It has a small catapult called a mangonel. It also has a ballista on it, should you have any fights in space. And then the very bottom, you'll see that there's an underside of the ship, and that is because in Spelljammer there's a gravity plane on this ship.
Mhm.
So right on across that bottom deck, there is a gravity plane. So if you walk off the edge of your ship, you can actually walk down the side and then around onto the bottom. And for you, the bottom is, the gravity's pulling you up into the bottom of the ship.
That's some pretty awesome swashbuckling fights down there. There's nothing like a rush of feeling the stars flying past your fucking head.
1 square is 5 feet, and I haven't put up walls or anything, so we can just move about this as we choose. So listen, Captain, as you move into the bridge and sit down in the helm, the minute you sit down, like, you can feel everything. You're attuned to it. You can feel everything around you on the ship, and it does not. The helm is not required to be there. You can float it out and above onto the above deck if you so choose. But you're aware of all things on board the ship while you're engaged in the helm.
Yep, I can hear everything and I can smell everything, so don't fart in my chair again, Jellemy. She like kind of leans to one side and she's like,
and start moving around the deck.
Yes.
And Captain Tophat is aware of a clean streak being left behind. As I clean the deck just by
As
moving
they
across
stick to you.
oh,
Yeah.
he's swabbing the deck. I like these people. I like that little guy.
Just store your bunt cake pan in my chest panel for later.
I'll take
ship flies
the
up
magnet
and up.
globe. Yeah, I'll take the magnetized marbles and place
Yep.
them on the helm and have it like jerry rig it to like point me the way and shit.
Yep. So currently they're not doing anything.
Yeah. I know where I'm
You're
going though.
you're kind of like, maybe they'll work, maybe they won't. However, there is what's called an orrery on board the ship. So while you're inside this system, it essentially generates a 3-dimensional map of suns and planets and moons and comets in the system, and you can clearly make out Fantasia as you lift off from it. You can also see Fantasia's moon.
And remember the last job we pulled there, Jellemy? That was nice.
Is Jellemy your first mate?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
He's got a little white beard. He's adorable.
I'm identifying with this character. I can really
Don't
feel.
know why. Who am I talking to?
I don't know why either.
It's got
So
glasses.
the ship goes up and up and up, and the three of you have never maybe been on a spelljamming ship before, and before long you leave the orbit, sort of the blue atmosphere of the planet, and lift off into sort of this dark emptiness with just stars that you've maybe never even seen from the surface glowing in the sky.
She'll pick up a maraca and shake it, and her voice will come over like a PA system. Brace yourselves, planet-siders!
I flattened into a puddle.
So as the Spelljammer's like sort of main engines kick in, the ship hits extraordinary speeds.
This is my favorite part!
The ship, I'll find the exact number here if I can, but
it was like a million,
ship,
wasn't it? Or like 100 million?
It's like crazy. 100 million miles in 24 hours can be crossed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So the ship is moving just like so fast, but while you're on board, like the vastness of space out here, of wild space, you don't feel that. Like there's no inertia or anything like that like drags you off the back. And as the ship finally approaches the moon is big enough that it pulls it out of sort of this hyper speed, and you begin to sort of cross behind, and this big shadow of the moon slowly but surely cloaks your vessel in just darkness. But there is a light on the backside of the moon. It's like a flat disc that's turning and spinning, and it's radiating out all kinds of different colors. And this has got to be the color pool that the Empress told you about.
As we come out of like that super speed, I look behind us and go check to see if we came out of plaid.
Yes, you totally have inspiration for that. And the Goblin crew is running like all about the big fins of this fish-like ship widen out for more stability as it turns in the winds of wild space, and you can see that you're getting closer and closer to that color pool. And at first it was just a blip of light on sort of the horizon. As you get closer, this thing is massive. It's like hundreds and hundreds of yards across. Maybe 400 to 500 yards in total, and you can see that it's actually spinning almost like a whirlpool.
Shiny.
Brickabeck sees it and says, "That's no moon. That's a space station."
And you get inspiration for that as well.
Eyes are all wide.
I think we've all got inspiration now. Let's find a place to spend it.
Yeah.
So listen, anything that's happening before. Color pools are tricky. Like, this is gonna lead you somewhere into the Astral Sea somewhere. Who knows where?
It's a rush. It's a rush whenever you hit that.
Yeah, the crew is sort of mixed excitement. Maybe you see one of the goblins vomit over the side, and they're moving everywhere to get the ship ready to enter the color pool.
Just like hanging on in the front of the ship, just like.
I see the vomit go by in the rearview mirror, and I'm just like, ugh. Oswald!
Fucking Oswald.
You didn't take your... What the fuck is that stuff called?
Dramamine?
Your Dramamine! You didn't take your Dramamine!
And as the captain shouts
kid.
that, the nose of the ship sort of pushes through, and then that color just sort of washes over. I think Bonk said they were up on the front. It's sort of a warm feeling, and then very, very cold. And as the front part of the ship pushes through, there is just an empty black space.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the ship comes through, and a darkness sort of falls over the entire ship. And even those of you with dark vision find an inability to see very far.
Quick question, out of character. Yes. I took a feature which allows me to see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet, and that is normally not shades of gray. I
would say that you are able to cut through this darkness then.
All of our Gerblin eyes are just like getting bigger and smaller, trying to adjust to the darkness, but mine are just like, wow.
Yeah. A few goblins you can tell light lanterns on the deck, and their light does manage to push the darkness back a bit, but where like a lantern might extend, 40 to 60 feet of light, they're maybe doing 10 feet. Just very little. And there are no stars here. And the ship feels like it's almost stuck in the mud. Like it's not moving as fast as it was. But no one is sort of cognitive of that except for the jammer themselves. So, Cedar, you feel like the ship is unable to reach its speeds, even though there doesn't appear to be any planetary bodies around.
This is some bullshit. Jeremy, get the kitty litter. We're stuck.
Do you want me to get out and push?
Roger, Captain.
Get the ship moving.
Roger. So he runs off to find cat litter.
Yep. Wait, you get back here. You're the only one who's also attuned to my chair. Come here. I'll have somebody else do it. I need to look cool. Come on.
You also notice, Captain, that those marbles that you've got on your, on your helm they're moving a little bit.
All right. She'll shake the maraca and bring it up to her mouth over the PA, and she'll be like, "Oars!" And I'll have them push the oars.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Since motor's not working.
Yeah. Do you go above deck at all, or do you stay below deck?
For now, I'll stay here because I don't know what Jeremy's vision is like in this.
I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
Okay.
Just in case.
What's the duration on that?
An hour.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, what we're looking at is the ship is just in blackness. There are no stars. There are no planetary bodies to be seen. And behind you is the color pool. But whereas before it was radiating all kinds of different vibrant colors, now it's all shades of gray.
Does it smell?
No. Well, no. You also notice, those of you that are above deck, I think the three of you aren't bothered by this, but a couple of the goblins are sort of like coughing and saying things like that the air seems a little poor here, and they're even heading below deck. The goblins that are inside the ship, the air inside the ship is okay, but it seems everything on the outside decks is maybe a little on the stale side.
Ah, shit, what's that spell that we can all cast? Some of us can cast. It's there's like that bubblehead spell or something. It's fresh oxygen.
Jellemy, do you breathe?
I think they can hold their breath for an hour.
Right.
Just sort of look at the puddle that's like laying on the deck. Are you alright?
I'm having trouble with gravity.
Do you want to go back in your little pen here?
Just like rolling away, and then
go
rolling
like
back.
scoop. I like take the butt pan out of my chest out and go scoop Jellemy back into their little pan.
Nope.
Yeah,
Put you on.
Jeremy sits in the helm, by the way.
Watch the marbles. That's supposed to take us where we're supposed to go.
Let's just get really confusing with Jellemy and Jeremy.
You are the
I know,
second.
I agree.
You are the second. Well, we'll call him Jer. Jer, you are the second most competent one on this ship. Trust you. Now give me a cigarette.
You told us not to do that, Captain.
I need it.
You know that. What?
I need it.
You'll be fine. Push through. Remember your training.
Can I have a lollipop then?
Is there lollipops on the bridge?
Of course.
Charlie? Yeah, totally.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hell yes. Oh, it's bubblegum.
Stay strong, Captain. Stay strong.
Mm-hmm. She like stomps her way out the front.
Okay.
How's that taste? Is that fresh or not? So I'm out on the deck
When
now.
you come above deck, you can definitely tell that the air bubble that you have taken with you from Fantasia has been depleted somewhat here.
That's awful. That's awful. I cast air bubble. I create a spectral globe around my head.
Okay.
It's filled with fresh air that lasts until my spell ends, which is up to 24 hours. If I can also cast with this spell slot, I can cast it on another creature. Which one of you is having trouble right now?
I don't know that the autonome or the
I don't think the
I don't breathe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't breathe.
Yeah.
Before she casts on herself, she looks at the party. Where's Jello cake?
I
It's
point
just
at my
like-
head.
Half gloop out, so my pseudopod is just kind of like hanging limply. Hi, I'm here.
What's wrong with you?
Gravity's weird when you're amorphous.
Why don't you just I don't know, somebody wear you like a scarf or something, like a scarf or something.
The
Yeah,
intimacy
I'm
of that is something only a partner should experience.
You're right. My apologies. My apologies. Would you like an air bubble?
Okay.
It'll be like a little hamster ball for you, and I cast air bubble, and it goes around my head. It's the spectral little globe. You can barely see it, but now I make the one. What's your favorite color?
Green?
I make it a translucent
Black green.
green spectral globe.
As you do that, Jer down below realizes that that's happened because he's in the jam seat, and he's like, "Thanks for nothing, eh, Captain?
You're down in the seat. You're fine.
I can choke out down here."
What do you mean you can choke out? It's nice and fine down there. I was breathing just fine. I got the same amount of lungs that you do, if not less.
Hey, your balls are acting funny.
My balls are acting funny. Well, fucking damn it. I'll be right back. You hold there. She goes tromping down under deck again.
So the ship has slowly moved away from the color pool, and it's traveling not at its sort of light speed engine power, but it's like it still flies like a regular flying vessel would, and that's sort of what it's. And the only way you can tell distance, because everything else is just black, is your distance from that color pool, and you're maybe about 200-300 feet from it now.
Are the oars out? Is that why
Yes.
most of the people went on? Yeah, they're under deck. Okay, good. They're under deck, and they're probably safer under deck.
When you get down to the helm, Captain, the marbles are no longer on the helm. So your ship has these two big glass portals that look like eyes.
Yeah.
All of the marbles are in one of these eyes, rolling around, trying to almost move through the eye.
That's disturbing. Can I make an Arcana check, I guess?
Sure.
Just to see?
Sure, absolutely.
Since I have inspiration, might as well use it.
Yep.
I rolled a 23.
A 23?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like the marbles are trying to get outside, but they're obviously stuck in the window.
Nice. It's like a pupil. Follow the pupil! And I give him a bubble too.
Okay.
What
So.
Oh.
Yep. So.
quit your whining.
As he turns in that direction, they sort of roll out of the eye and right up into the sort of the front of the
forehead.
Yeah, against the wall.
Yeah, keep him in the nose. Keep him in the nose. That's where we're going.
Okay.
She pats the helm. She's like, "We got this, baby. We got this."
So a few hours pass, and pardon me, not a few hours, like a half an hour passes, and the color pool has gone out of sight behind you. And now complete darkness cloaks the ship. And I would like everyone to give me a wisdom save. The DC is 14. Just if you don't make it.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm also gonna use my inspiration.
I am as well.
That was a 17.
And I've got a +1 on saves. Like, ugh. You said wisdom save?
A wisdom saving throw? Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll stick with mine. That was bad.
Yep.
That was really bad. Ah,
Look,
shit.
if you failed, the DC is 14. If you failed, you suffer from the frightened condition now, unless you have some kind of an immunity to that.
Let me see.
Nope.
And
Wait,
it's going
hang
to
on. If I can see as if everything's normal up to 120 feet, is that still as scary?
No,
to me?
there's sort of a gloom here taking over. You're like,
do I recognize that it's like a I'm not afraid of the dog. I'm not afraid of the dog. It's fine.
no, it's more than that. It's sort of like you start to think about all the shitty things in the world.
Oh wow, this is depressing. She'll go out on deck and be like, I feel like everything sucks. Don't tell the crew I said that. And she reaches into her vest and takes out a cigarette. Oh fuck.
roll a d20 for me as you do that.
Given
No
the
modifiers.
conversations
Just
that have
give
happened
us
so far, I'm gonna hit the cigarillo hand roll.
I
with my
rolled
pseudo
12.
pad.
I rolled a 12. A 12.
Well, okay. The goblins had not noticed yet, but with all the darkness and shadow, but you knock it away, Jellemy?
Yeah. Pseudo pad. You're gonna die of... Oh, who cares? I'm sad.
You
So
can't
who
even
did
do
not
that.
make their save? I know Bric-a-Brac made their save.
You can't do that. You're in a hamster ball.
No one
I
else
got
made the
an 8.
save?
I rolled a 13, but
I
can I
rolled-
use the key point to use stillness of mind so I pass it?
Ooh.
I think so, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you can.
Okay.
I rolled.
Then I'm gonna
I
do
rolled
that.
a 9. Yeah. Why do I always roll a 9 on my shitty
So
rolls?
what the two of you that made your save notice is that your two friends here that did not make their save, they sort of have that distant stare that the Empress has.
Oh, that fucking seasonal depression is getting at me. There's no light. Give me back my cigarette.
I hold one metal finger up for Jellemy to hold on to so that they're not so scared.
Okay.
Just wrap your little pseudopod around it.
Jellemy, what's your passive perception?
14.
You notice what you can only describe as a luminescent creature
Oh, wait.
pass
Sorry.
under the sort of the fin of the fish, and everyone feels something hit the ship.
Yeah, you better not have just hit my baby on something.
Real quick, sorry,
Yeah.
I just realized I have aura of protection. So Bonk and Bric-a-Brac would have a +5 to their save.
Oh, then I was fine.
Okay.
'Cause I won't...
So the only one is
away.
the captain. The captain just has that
And
distant...
me. And me.
Yes, yes.
How bad did you do?
I rolled an 8,
Oh no, sweetie.
so I missed it by 1.
So you see with your detect invisibility, Bob, a winged creature that's somewhat luminescent. None of the crew have noticed, but everyone hears it attach itself to the underside of the ship.
We got a stowaway.
Minox.
Yeah, what did you just bump into?
Minox gets you an inspiration, by the way.
Who? What? Me?
No.
Who, me? Who?
So
Me.
Jer says.
Me.
Jer says we. It's a stowaway.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's all up
You
in
want-
our undercarriage.
It's kind of shiny, I saw it, but who cares? It can kill us, I guess.
Oh, Jellemy.
If I'm gonna die, it's not because of some shiny shit. This is bullshit. They're touching
want
my
some help?
ship.
You want some help?
Yes.
Okay.
Why
Jellemy,
else would the Empress tell me? Why else are you here? Why else am I out here? I'm trying to provide for. You have any idea how hard it is to feed so many mouths?
No, I don't eat.
Well, then of course you don't know. You don't eat.
Oh,
You
I'm
don't-
a middle.
You don't eat. That's so
Oh, look
sad.
up.
Oh, I'm not frightened. It didn't take into account my luck stone.
Oh,
There you go.
There you go. Make sure your luck stone is attuned, and then it should take it.
It is. That's what I don't
okay.
understand. Like, it didn't count my +5 or my 1.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's great. I'm the only one who's feeling not fright, depression. You don't eat? You've never tasted a lobster roll?
No.
That's so sad.
So sad.
I just sort of like look up at Jellemy, who's holding my finger. Like, do you want him right in my chest, or you want to stay up there?
Oh no! And then I like jump off, and as I'm jumping, I kind of amorphize myself into vaguely human shape with all my plate armor on. All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you going
let's
under
go.
the ship? Is that where
Yeah,
we're
that's what we're
headed?
getting ready to do, but real quick, if you don't eat, how'd you get so big eating food of not this kind at all?
It was close enough. Taking it.
Yeah, I don't remember what the quote was. I tried really hard to remember what it was.
It was hard for that. We were going hard for Dragon there. For Yoda there, but we
Yeah,
didn't.
Yoda. I tried really hard. I tried. I've never. So, if all the audience, I've seen one Star Wars movie, and that's it.
Yeah.
Then I saw the
I
crispy.
watched Party one night.
Then I saw the crispy one, and I laughed the entire time because it was fucking hilarious.
So, Jellemy, you're the first to reach the underside of the ship. So, if you want to place yourself down there, wherever you think you would have swung into the underside. Okay, and right up between the fins of the ship, you see this creature. I'm just gonna put that on there.
Well, you would have been at the nose with me if you were on top of my head.
There you go.
Because I'm assuming we were just going like right up and over.
Yeah.
Are you going as well?
Yeah.
So Bonk, you can put
Jellemy's
yourself
going
aside. So listen, when you arrive there on the underside of the ship, there is a what appears to be a dragon formed of the night sky, and it has bright white stars for eyes, and lesser stars twinkle along its body.
Master check, everybody.
I'm trying to stay in frame. It's hard.
So we have
I know,
a
right?
picture here. And upon arriving, it's not friendly, and we're going to roll initiative.
Oh no.
Hate that.
Before we roll this on our way down, can I have cast Bardic Inspiration?
Absolutely. Who do you want to put that on?
That's what I rolled a nat 20 on.
So I'm not walking down there.
It gets better out of 3 to that because you're within 10 feet of me.
I'm riding down there.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so I rolled a 23 total.
Okay.
Initiative.
Oh, boy.
Actually, no, that's not right. It should be a 26. Sorry.
I rolled a 17. 17.
How'd you roll a 0?
I'm just putting these people in manually.
Oh, okay.
So what did Captain get?
Captain Tophat got a 17.
17.
And she's up. Y'all hear the bring, bring, bring.
And what did Bric-a-Brac get?
12.
12?
Mm-hmm. And Cedar inspiration, so you can add a D8 to any ability check, attack, or saving throw.
Hell yeah! Thank you.
I also have combat inspiration, so if you have that die, you can add it to their weapon damage roll, or you can you can add that down.
Beautiful.
And Quebec rolls up, and to give the bardic inspiration, just goes like, "Just another manic Monday," and pats you as we're heading down.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you not eat either?
No.
That's so sad! It's spaghetti night!
Oh, look at that. I
was gonna make my famous meatballs!
So it looks like Bonk is gonna be going first. This dragon-like creature immediately sort of flashes its wings out and begins the charge. So what would you like to do?
Just one thing before we start. Anybody who's within 10 feet of me, if you stay within 10 feet of me, you will get a +5 to any saving throw.
Did Bric-a-Brac go over the edge as well?
Yes. I'm having that issue.
Is yours? Are you able to move your token?
Oh shit! I forgot to do that. I'm sorry. I was too busy looking at dragon.
Oh,
No.
I don't. No. Okay, I'm gonna. Can you do it now?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
So you and Captain are on the edge or the ledge of the deck.
I mean, that's where we are. Okay.
And your two friends are underneath. Just gonna make sure that Bric-a-Brac set up.
I don't know how to make a thing that says that I'm on my bike.
Got it. I will just follow the captain wherever the captain.
I am mounted on my homunculus.
Yep.
My beautiful baby.
Okay. So, Bonk, you're first to go.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is spend a key point and summon my astral arms.
Okay.
Or my astral self, whatever it is now.
Yep. And, sorry, the only one frightened currently is the captain, correct?
Yep. Captain Tophat is frightened. Oh, ew, Ranlar. Fuck you. Sorry, I opened up Hero Forge and Ranlar was the first one I saw.
But Captain also has Bardic Inspiration.
Yes, 1d8 to use.
Okay. And looking at this map, it looks like that thing is within 10 feet of me, yeah?
Yes, it is.
5, 10. Okay, so it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
It has to make a dex save?
Yes.
It will totally attempt that. I got a 11.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. So it's going to take 2d6 force damage right out of the bat.
2d6, okay.
Yep, so it takes...
I thought you said horse damage, and I was like, what?
Force damage.
I heard
so what did we do? What did we do with... Did we just punch it or kick it, or what did we do?
No. That happens when I summon my arms.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Amber, do it.
And then I'm going to run up to it and... I guess...
Use the psionic spirit blade!
Okay, sure. Why not? I'll take out... So I take the thing out of the holster at my side that looks like that just looks like an empty sword handle. Push a little button on it, and light comes out of the end of it, and it's like...
Aphi, do you have that sound
silver
effect?
You don't have a lightsaber sound effect, darn it. So it comes out and it's a silver, very pale silver color. Because I like Ahsoka Tano, so yeah.
Okay.
Mine would have been purple.
And then are you gonna attack it?
Mine would have been purple, but I like Ahsoka better, so yes, I'm going to stick dick punch this thing. So
Dick punch.
Yep. So let's see here.
Stick dick punch, damn.
I should have a button
With a
for this.
lightsaber.
I do have a button. Okay, so
for
first
copyright
one.
reasons, it's not a lightsaber; it's a psionic spirit blade.
Yeah, that too. So
That is a
17.
hit. That is a hit. And how much damage are we doing?
Not much. 6 on that one.
That's okay.
And
Okay,
then-
so you swing it and hit it.
Yep. Second one.
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
A
wait.
17
No.
didn't hit. I apologize.
17 doesn't hit.
That's not good.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
That
Oh,
like
no.
passes through and doesn't seem to connect.
Oh. Is it a magic weapon?
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
It is a magic weapon, yes.
Uh-oh.
Jeez.
Uh-oh. Oh,
And like
no.
a hot minute. Okay, so. Shit, that's not good.
You don't feel it's
Cool.
like it couldn't have hurt. It's just you didn't roll high enough. So, do you want to attack again?
Okay. Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna use flurry of blows, because.
Okay.
Yep.
It queefed and you missed it. It queefed out of the way.
And you're able to hit from 10 feet away because of your astral arms, correct?
Oh, I meant to move, I'm sorry.
Well, you can.
So you
If
run
it's
across the bottom of the ship.
Yeah, just
It's a
like right up
trap!
against it.
Sounds good.
Does that count? Is that a Star Wars?
It's a
Star Wars
trap,
thing?
totally. But I don't think that it was appropriate here. You're not getting it. You're not getting it.
I just want to know real quick because I was like, I only saw as a fish guy. I've seen the GIF, but I've never seen. That is a Star Wars thing.
Yes.
Huh.
It
I'll
does
save
a
it.
22 hit.
Yes, it does.
Yay!
How much damage do you inflict?
Another 6 damage. Well,
Nice,
6.
okay.
6 damage.
What?
Any other attacks,
And-
Monk?
Nope, not this turn.
Okay. All right. So we're moving on to Captain. Captain, you can hear that the monk is Bonk is fighting something down there.
Sorry, I got distracted. I actually clicked on something on D&D Beyond, and all
Bonk,
of
did
a
you
sudden,
move closer?
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at my
No, that's
character
fine.
sheet. I'll move up.
Go
there's
ahead,
like-
Captain.
There's like a rainbow shiny Gandalf dancing in the upper right corner of my D&D Beyond window. Sorry, it's just very distracting. I don't know why it's there. I'm like, hello? Why are you there? Oh, he's gone. Okay. All right. I would like to a room down there. Because this is the sons of Triarchy. And I'm on my bike, and I rev it, and I'm like, hold on!
I was
Grandma!
wondering about the freaking bikes.
Your crew's all like, yo!
Yep. All over the ship, and I vroom down there.
Okay.
I'm gonna bling. Wait, yeah, that works, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
You like literally drive down the side of the ship, and then the gravity flips, and you're coming across the bottom of the hole.
Yep. My top hat stays perfectly on top of my head. All right. Where's the thing? There it is. Okay. Blop, bloop, dink. That's not it. Sorry, I keep losing the table where my homunculus is.
That's okay.
Flat, not.
Homunculus. Don't you do? Do. Cookie. Why did it do that?
I see the dragon and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. Hey, freeloader, no free rides. And I'll summon an Eldritch cannon.
Okay. Nice.
Flamethrower version.
I like it.
I think my homunculus can move on my turn as well.
Yeah.
There's the infusion. Where is it? There it is. Okay, with this infusion, it will do the thing where it delivers a force strike as a range attack. So I'm flavoring this as like a it's you know how you turn and you burn rubber and
Yep.
like you're skipping up stones and shit, but it's just like it's the force damage, just like
Okay. So you
And-
throw off space barnacles from the bottom of the ship.
Space barnacles, yeah. Oswald was supposed to clean these.
You rolled a hit with that, or is it a saving throw?
Your spell attack modifier to hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So roll a d20. Go ahead.
I'll do such a thing. Okay, and that is my... Where's my perfect... 19 total, I think.
19. That is a
Yes.
hit. How much
Fuck
damage?
yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Where's my shit? Where's my lunch? Where's my dinner? Where's my hussum? Sorry. I'm trying so hard. It just keeps disappearing. Specialty. Fusions. There it is. Fuck. I need to have this on the side. There we go. Alright. Clear. I'm usually better at this. There it is. Okay. 1d4 plus PB force damage. PB force damage? Proficiency
PB.
bonus.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay, so that's full damage. My proficiency bonus is 3, so 7 total damage from
7?
my motorcycle.
Okay. And I can tell you that as you hit it with this force wave of damage, force does not seem to work particularly well against it.
My bike goes, ooh, brum.
No, not that it caused no damage, but not,
Yeah, doesn't really affect it too much.
Bric-a-brac, what would you like to
The
do?
hit was not critical.
Bric-a-brac will follow the captain down.
Yep, so you can put yourself anywhere along the edge of the bottom deck.
And take a look at that. Bric-a-brac will. There's a little spot on their chest that will start to light up, and gem brightness, and their command word they will say is lasers, and then a beam of light will shoot out from their chest.
Yep.
Feet.
I love this.
So the creature must succeed a con saving throw or become blinded for 1 minute.
Nice.
So DC 15.
DC 15?
Yeah.
And it's a con save?
Yeah, con save 15.
Ooh.
It got a 28.
Damn.
Bric-a-brac will just go, shit.
Yeah.
And then say lasers, and then the light will go out.
Okay. And then it's Jellemy's turn.
I'm going to swing around here to the butt,
Yep.
and I'm gonna hit it in the butt.
Okay.
After
In the
casting
butt.
divine favor on myself.
Nice.
Hey, Jellemy, since is your class a paladin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natural 20 on
Nice.
the kids.
Hey.
Good Jellemy.
How much damage?
So, max damage. Another d6. So 19 damage altogether.
Nice. Now, what kind of damage is all of that?
That was
I just gotta make sure.
5 radiance, and the rest is bludgeoning.
That's all good. Okay, so 19.
Magical bludgeoning if it makes a difference.
Okay, cool. The dragon's turn. It's gonna move to here, so Bonk, you get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, sure. Let's see.
I've got two little symbols on my little head.
One is
I'm
your
gonna use
remind me
my
of fear,
inspiration for that.
One is my fear.
and one is your bard inspiration.
I'm using my inspiration for that because that was just embarrassing.
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead.
Just a little 8.
I'm carrying on the tradition of monks being shitty on the Vakter.
Yeah, you miss. You miss.
Where's Maddie when we need her?
Ah, I forgot to get eggnog when I was out.
So
I'll mute myself.
the dragon uses one of its breath weapons. think this is big enough.
One of its breath weapons.
Yeah. Oh, did I say that?
You did. DM
It's made out of
Jellemy.
starlight. Of course it has more than one.
Starlight, what's it gonna fucking breathe? Twinkles?
Sparkles. Crafting glitter.
Gas?
Oh god, we're all gonna get glitter herpes.
Okay.
Listen.
So in this area, it breathes out of its mouth this very small black swirling mass that sort of radiates right to the center here, and then you all feel the enormous pull of a gravitational force that it amplifies what's happening here on already on the deck from the ship's gravity well. So while we're in this area, I need everyone to first of all give me a dexterity save, and the DC is 17.
Do I need to do that if I'm mounted on my bike?
21.
Yes, you do.
Does my bike have to? Like part
30.
of the ship?
Yeah, I guess it would have to. No,
It's part of the ship. I probably have to like roll to hang on or something. I didn't say I put on my seatbelt, so that's true.
okay. So Jellemy's good. Bonk is good.
I rolled a 17.
17 is good. That's what we needed, right?
I will also roll a 17.
Did
I
you?
also rolled a 17. 16 plus
Okay.
1. Sorry. that
So,
was weirdly
no one is restrained by the increased amount of gravity. However, all falling damage in this area will be increased. And
Really? This is an
and-
area effect?
yes. Even on a success, the creature's speed is halved as long as it remains in the field. Okay.
15, 20. Okay. All right. That's fine.
Okay, so now we're back to the top of the round. It's Bonk's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to
Out of character.
I didn't-
Is
write
this
this
gravitational pull trying to pull us down, as in like onto the deck? Like kablam? Gotcha. Okay. I thought it was like pulling us towards like a black hole, which would have been really bad.
Yeah, no, it amplifies the gravity in this 30-foot cube.
Oh no, Jellemy!
Okay, so
Your hamster ball is like.
Okay.
Great.
so I'm going to, as my bonus action this time, I'm going to, because I thought it was funny and apparently it's going to come in use, I use my ring of jumping to jump to the other side of this dragon, out of the area effect.
Okay. And do you know the distance on your jump?
It triples your jump.
Your jump is double your double your walking speed.
Yeah, which is right now
That's your regular
45 feet. So,
Okay, you're a monk. Got it. Yeah.
So even with the extra gravity pulling on it, you're more than able to jump across to the other side
yeah,
of the dragon.
so like I jump over here, so I'm not in that anymore.
Shut up, Viking.
And then I'm gonna hit it with my stick, which is not a stick.
Dick
That's-
punch.
It's not how that works.
What in the fucking hell is that? I'm using real dice after this.
That is a miss.
Bullshit.
That is a miss.
That is bullshit.
We can't win in Fantasy Grounds. We can't win in D&D Beyond or Roll20.
Alright, Aphi, these dice better not suck.
Oh, I forgot. Aphi gave me dice. I can roll dice.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Okay, well that was 18 on the dice, so plus
That
7.
hits. That hits.
Eric gave me dice too.
So
Is this with your lightsaber?
yes. So 9 damage with that.
Okay.
And it's you said it was radiant, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow.
And that hurts it. That hurts it.
Okay. And then I can't use a bonus action, so I'm good.
Okay, Captain.
I need a cigarette. Oh, I'm jonesing real hard, yeah. You can just hear me. It's like, don't. You can do it, Captain.
Hang in there, Cap.
I'm trying. All right.
I feel like Jer should talk with he should talk like Dez.
Please don't make me do that.
Oh my God! Well, part of my backstory as Captain Tophat is that she has a lover in every port. It's like you're tall. You remind me of that blue guy. he was tall too. You liked short people. What's a goblin if not a halfling or a gnome?
How convoluted can we make the world of the Vactair with all of these things that we are tying in here?
It's the Vacverse, okay? It's a vacuum. It's a vacuum.
It could happen.
It's the vacuum. Oh my God, it's the vacuum.
I'm getting better at, like, I'm keeping track of, like, what's tied into what. It's starting to get hard to keep track.
I'm just so excited. Like, the sativa is hitting me real hard. I'm feeling creative, y'all. All right. As a bonus action, I want my my beautiful little cannon to use its flamethrower.
Nice.
Because I'm mad. All right.
Okay.
My little Eldritch Cannon flamethrower. It is a 13 dexterity saving throw.
All right. So dex save. I got a 17.
Well, I think you take half, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll that.
I will roll 2d8. This is a bonus action. I rolled 2 1s. Are you fucking kidding me?
it has fire resistance, so we're dropping that even more.
Are you fucking kidding me? Can I add my Bardic Inspiration? Carcapulation? Damn.
Damage? I don't think you can on a spell. On the cannons.
It's Gerblin technology. It shouldn't work, but it does. Warhammer rules. Or actually, that's Padsy rules. Okay, well that was my bonus action. So if it takes negative damage, I guess my flamethrower heals it.
Yes.
The poor little thing like and shakes itself, feeling really sad that it didn't work, and it switches over into protection mode. Just for next turn. That's just for flavor, of course. I, on the other hand, am mad as hell. And I will cast. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to do that. That'll actually hurt all of you.
Do it.
All right, cool. I will take my lollipop from my mouth.
Yes.
And as an object that weighs under 5 pounds, I will cast Catapult.
Nice.
My lollipop will fly in a straight line up to 90 feet. In a direction that I choose, stopping early if it impacts with a solid surface. Is this a solid surface? Does it count?
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty then. It is a range of 60 feet. It's an instantaneous doodly-doo. All right. Kablamo.
I think you need to roll to hit.
No, it says Dex. Oh, fucking.
Oh, I make a Dex save?
Yeah, it says Dex. Same one.
24.
For fuck's sake! Well, you take half anyways. What's half of 13?
Very nimble. Half of 13 was over 6.
Okay, cool. Well, it takes 6 damage with my lollipop, and I would like to say that it sticks right between its fucking...
Is it bludgeoning damage? It's not force damage, is it?
Hang on. It is... bludgeoning.
Okay. Good stuff. Bric-a-brac.
Can I move out of this area?
You totally can.
Do we have to make a dex save every turn?
You can move out here onto the wing if you want.
For that gravity thing, do we have to make a dex save every turn?
No. Just the first time you enter it, and because you guys were all successful, the only thing it does now is just slow your movement.
Okay. What about the fear? Do I make another saving throw, or is that just like gonna stick with me for like an hour?
No, the sphere sticks with you for an hour.
Okay.
As long as you're in the void.
Just checking. Sorry, Moose gone.
That's fine. Bric-a-brac, what do? You step back, you feel the gravity lesson,
and then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. So that is a Wisdom saving throw. DC's only 12.
I only rolled a 6.
Great!
Sure!
The noise that I make is internet startup. The
It's just like
yeah.
Oh my God! You summoned the dial-up. How fucking dare you?
And how much psychic damage?
It is 11 points of psychic damage.
Nice. And it has to run now, correct?
Yeah, so now it must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from it.
Okay, because it's using its reaction, the two of you there are going to get attacks of opportunity as it runs. Actually, it flies 80 feet. Wow.
I tried. I tried to give it one more chance, and it failed. So I'm using regular dice from now on.
60,
Excuse me.
65,
It
70.
tasted like sushi.
So it flies literally right off the back side of the ship. Bonk, you hit. How much damage? Oh no, you didn't. Never mind. You missed. It's now Jellemy's turn.
Yeah. So I'm just going to. Where did it run to? There it
It's
is.
right out at the back of the ship.
It was underneath my turn order counter.
That's
I
okay.
couldn't see it. I'm gonna move out of the bubble.
Oh, that takes double movement for those squares, remember?
Yep, that's my full movement there.
Okay.
And 70 feet. Getting it all. Well, fuck it, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on it.
Moonbeam.
I got a bad feeling about this. Wait, I got a bad feeling about this.
So it's a 5-foot cylinder, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna and because it can be moved later on, I'm gonna draw the box out here. Do you want it on the front corner?
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay. And I have to make a saving throw.
On your turn.
Oh, on my turn. Okay.
Yeah, it's a con save.
Guess what's next?
Make a con save, bitch.
My turn.
And if it's a save changer, it makes it
Failed.
a disadvantage.
I failed.
So 17 radiant damage.
Nice. Okay. Dragon's turn.
Talking about dams in the chat. I'm so confused. I looked at it and I was like, dental dams? No, that can't be it.
No, we're like trying to help him figure out whether or not they've got the decommissioned ones on there. I'm looking too.
But why?
Homework?
Asparagus. You doing homework?
So the dragon flies alongside the ship. It turns its head over and exhale. Oh, actually, it might have done this differently. I'm going to have it land.
It's fucking flying. Go away.
I'm going to have it fly here.
What's
Let's
this?
just check
What's
this.
that? What's that? Turn order. Ooh. Dink dunk.
Okay. Instead, it'll fly right up to our friend here. And then I think this will. Okay, it does not. Its bric-a-brac is just out of range.
Rude.
So it blows its breath weapon a 30-foot cone of stellar flaring breath. Each creature in the area must make a DC 17 saving throw.
I don't like that.
You have a +5 bump.
Of what kind of saving throw?
A Dex saving throw. DC 17.
I'm using my inspiration. My bardic
Okay.
inspiration.
Why am I fucking using that? Well, it's a 16.
Wait, I have that thing.
So Jellemy got a 14.
Does you have evasion bump?
Oh, I bet I do at this level.
Bonk has
I
an
was looking at
11.
the wrong. No, it's a 16 total.
Does mine
Okay.
not connect? How come mine's not connected to roll 20 anymore? I reconnected it. Can you see what I rolled?
No. What did you roll?
Oh, fuck if I know. Hang on. Wait, I have a log somewhere. So I said I was using my bardic inspiration, so it was bad. I gotta roll a d8 now.
I should. I'm level whatever now. I should have that.
Does 17 work?
Yeah, that's what you need.
Oh. Okay. Oh, my butthole was squinched real tight, y'all. Still gonna take half damage from whatever the fuck they're spraying at me with their bad breath. With their space breath.
So, okay, so if you have evasion, it just means you'll take half if you make the save. If you make the saving throw,
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, then you take none.
You take none, but your total was 16, which was not high enough.
Okay.
I don't
so
think
then
you have
take half.
improved evasion yet, where you take half even
No.
when you do make your save. Okay, so the breath weapon does 8d6 fire and 8d6 radiant. So I'm going to do the fire first. So 30 fire and 26 radiant.
Oof. Ow. 15 and...
Now,
And that-
Cedar, you made your save, so that would be 15 and 13.
Okay. I was like trying to I was like...
Also, the bottom of the ship catches fire.
Ah! My baby! My baby! It's like immediately stop, drop, and roll on top of it.
We'll do this line here. So, oh, that's not what I want. I just want a free hand.
Oh.
There you
How dare? How fucking dare they? How fucking dare you?
More like this, actually.
I cast shield as a reaction on my ship.
So this sort of area in here, it's not horribly burning, but it's burning, and smoke is filling your already kind of bad air bubble around the ship.
Uh-oh.
And it's Bonk's turn.
I feel like this guy is a
I'm
little
gonna
bit more powerful than we are.
It is within reach of you, Bonk.
Yep. So I'm gonna do the thing. Sorry, I'm just reading.
You like my Rubik's Cube?
Is that you building the cube?
Yeah.
Okay,
I saw
so-
a white square over here, and I was
The
like,
white one is the moonbeam. We just need to know where that is because Jellemy can move that.
I don't know how to erase it. Hang on, I got you.
Okay.
fam.
You don't have to erase it as long as we can see the white.
Oh, you.
Okay,
So
Bonk.
my first attack is an 18.
Nice. That hits. What are you laughing about?
I just made my Rubik's Cube go shoom. Had
It's
to,
okay.
I moved it so you could see it. I mean, so you could see the white square.
Okay, so on the first hit, they take 10 total damage.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to use a key point for stunning strike.
Yep.
Make a con save on that.
Oh boy.
A Constitution saving throw
What it says.
failed.
Okay, so they're stunned.
That's actually 4 higher, an 11, but I think that's still a fail. So he's
Yeah, it
stunned.
still fails. Yep, he's stunned.
Nice.
And then I do the punchies. Yeah, it's a dirty 20.
That's a hit. You should have advantage on that as well because he's stunned, right?
Yeah,
So-
it's a dirty 20.
Yeah, but roll, okay.
I rolled 2 of them.
Okay.
So 7 damage on that one.
Yep.
And then that's a 19 to hit on that one
That's a hit.
for 5 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Captain, your turn.
All right.
Brax on deck.
Okay, now hear me out.
Okay.
My homunculus can roll over this fire, right? And just like kind of
Yep.
put out the flames and stuff. Cool. All right, my homunculus is doing that. I'm just along for a ride. I cast enlarge on Bonk.
Nice.
Bonk, you big now. You big bonk.
Oh, okay.
You're big
That's
now.
great.
Hey, it's like, hey, big guy. You want to be a bigger guy?
I mean, always.
All right. Hold, stand still. This is gonna tingle.
As that happens, can I for flavor use my word of the spirit and just yell at this fucking thing?
Yes.
Okay. It
What are you
amplifies. It magically amplifies my voice
What are you yelling?
because it looks like a helmet, I guess. And Bonk just yells, "Go away and leave all of us alone if you value your life."
Your weapons also grow to match your new size, so now you have a gigantic fucking lightsaber too. And it
Yeah, I
deals
think
an
you're doing
extra,
an extra D4.
yeah, an extra
Oh,
D4 damage.
the visual damage. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah. Be careful when you point that thing. Don't touch my ship with that. I swear to.
Brickleback?
I need a cigarette.
Is the fire still going, or is that allowed?
No.
Most of the I envision the motorcycle sort of doing donuts and
Yeah.
and
Okay.
so it's not entirely out, but the majority of the flames are out.
Yeah, I'm doing donuts. I'm like Tokyo drifting right now. I put on my seatbelt.
On the bottom of your boat.
Yep.
That's great.
I mean, it's how you get the barnacles off.
That's right. Absolutely.
Oswald isn't ready for that yet. He's new.
I think I'm gonna go.
Asparagus, you don't need to. You're not bitching. It's fine. You're a bitchin' person. Like, hell yeah, bitchin'. Not like you're not.
So
bitchin'.
your wheels are spinning as you get over onto another part of the deck.
They're burnt.
Your little treads.
Yeah, my treads kind of catch a bit, and then I get out of that range.
You leave like a little smoke.
Yeah, like out the back. So, Brickerback's right arm panel is going to open up, and inside is Theremin, and with their left claw, they're going to start flinging it, which is my pipes of haunting. So there's the and the creature must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. And let me just make sure that the stun condition doesn't add to that.
Yes.
Add further trouble to that. No, it's just dex and strength. Okay. So I'm making a wisdom save.
Yes.
A 13.
Okay, that fails. So the creature is frightened of me for 1 minute.
Oh, nice.
And then who is hurt the most?
I have full hit points.
Oh, okay. And then I'm going to bonus action cast Healing Word.
Took a big ow.
I
took
took
a
a
big
big
ow.
4 hit points?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
I'm so
do.
happy by
Stay
that.
behind me.
I'll
I am
do that.
also a tank.
You are a bowl full of jello at the moment.
You shook like a bowl full of jelly.
Jellemy's armor is red hot. It's cooking with jello inside.
He's boiling.
Over
What happens? What happens if Jellemy reaches his boiling point?
You
I
wouldn't
would
like
like
me
when
when
I
I
reach my boiling point.
Uh,
How much did we heal, Chell?
12, 15. I did it at 3rd level.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you.
Yeah, so I did 3rd level, spell slot Healing Word to Jellemy. You get 15 back.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Very, very nice.
And that will be.
And it's now Jellemy's turn.
I'm going to lay on hands myself. So my pseudopods is gonna whack! Smacks me in the face.
And how much are we
You
healing for?
start glowing out of your armor.
We are going for the whole kit and caboodle.
Nice.
So I'm good now.
Like 40 hit points?
Yeah.
Okay, so the dragon is stunned on its turn, right? So do I need to make a saving throw at the end of its turn to come out of being stunned?
Till
I
the
think-
end of my next turn.
It's stunned till the end of your next turn. No saving throw, just
Yep.
to stay stunned until the end of your turn. Great. So
Yep.
Bonk, it's your turn.
Cool.
This
I'm
is why
gonna
the
do
DM
that.
hated me for White Blue Mountain.
Also, just so you know, the gravity of the ship, like because it's stunned, it was sort of flying beside it. but the gravity of the ship sort of pulls the body in against the side of the hull.
Fine with me.
Oh, so it was just passing by and it got stuck?
Well, it's,
Just
you
tried
know,
to. Well,
there's little space dragons spinning around its head.
It was going. It was way too close. It was like that fucking semi on the highway. Fuck you. You bounced off of my. You bounced off my ship, and now I'm gonna bounce your head off my ship. How fucking dare you?
What are we doing, Bonk?
Yeah.
You have advantage
okay,
on your
so-
attacks, right?
You're getting a parking ticket.
So,
This is a no parking zone. It's a no touching zone.
So 21 on the first one.
That's a hit.
So 9 total damage on that one.
Nice.
Second attack.
Did you roll the extra D4 damage because you're?
I did. Yes, I did.
It's
And
9 from the first.
the dirty 20 on the second hit.
That is also a hit.
Ooh, that's much better. 11, 15 damage on that one.
Nice. You
And
finish
then-
him.
Nice.
Yay! How do you want to
So
do this?
the poor stunned creature hits the side of the ship and Bonk goes off.
Basically just decapitate it with my lightsaber.
I like that. So you decapitate it, and off of its one horn falls this piece of jewelry, this like brooch.
I reach out and grab it with my
Okay.
monkness.
Put out me and my homunculus.
Use
put
the
out the-
floor.
I have a feeling this is about to hurt.
So what you find on the dragon is a brooch and a ring.
Oh no.
The ring is just like sort of over the end of one of its claws. It is just for the sake of a one shot and speed. It is a brooch of shielding,
Yeah, I could just identify it.
and
Damn it,
a brooch of
Caleb.
shielding, and a ring of fire resistance.
Ooh. A ring of shielding and a brooch of fire resistance.
Jer continues to follow those beads in the nose of the ship, those marbles, until finally a light, a color pool appears ahead. Again, sort of weird scintillating gray colors, and the ship begins to push through that. And I think this is a good place to take a break.
Before we
Absolutely.
take that break, can I just say something in character?
Absolutely.
Hey, Bonk. Got about 55 minutes left on that enlarge spell. You want to come see me in my quarters?
I don't know what that
talk a-
means,
You
but
know,
sure.
talk a bit of business.
Do you want help putting out the fire first?
I already put it out. Don't worry. I rolled around with my homunculus.
Bonk, who has no fucking idea what you're talking about.
The
followed
goblins
you.
are like, there's a new fire that needs to be put out, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oswald, come on. I'll teach you something.
Easy
And
there,
with
Captain.
that-
Don't get cocky.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
And as we head off to the captain's quarters,
Now there's a new
we'll
hope.
take our break. We'll be right back.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
we're leaving now.
Fade to black.
Hello, we're back. Did you miss us?
back.
I missed you.
Yeah.
We good to
Of course
go?
they missed us.
We good to continue, everybody?
Good to
Yeah.
go.
Who does anyone want to lay claim to the Ring of Fire Resistance or the Birch of Shielding?
I already have a
Shielding
ring,
do
so
good.
I'll take the ring. Why
A
not?
Birch of Shielding makes you immune to the magic missile spell, and it gives you resistance to force damage.
I already have at will shield, so I'm good without that.
Alright, Brick can take it. If you
Okay.
want.
Take the ring of shielding.
I will take the ring of fire resistance.
Okay, so Bric-a-Brac has the brooch.
Really?
Cool.
Oh, how cute. Okay. It'll magnetically just like right onto the chest.
It's beautiful.
Like right next to the gem of
I think I
I
can
like that you just sort of
manage.
immediately somehow draw it into your body, and it all seems to work. Yeah, that's good. Let me just make these magic items available for those people to see if they need to read it again. The other one is the fire resistance is going to Captain.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So listen, as the Jambition pushes out of the color pool on the other side, you find yourself not in the Astral Sea, but in another sort of pocket of wild space.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can tell as your orrery in the bridge lights up with the celestial bodies, and there is only a very tiny sun far, far away, and the only body in the system is this planetoid that you can see just on the very sort of the very limit of your vision across wild space, and you can tell even from this range there is a massive field of debris around the planetoid. It's not big enough to be a planet, and it doesn't register on the orrery as a planet either, which means it probably doesn't have a core or anything like that.
Captain comes onto the bridge. She's like buttoning up her vest and stuff, and she's like, she looks out the windshield.
Yeah, one of the eyes.
Yeah, she looks out the eyes, and she squints. She's like buttoning up her shirt. She's like got a cigarette, and it's smoking out, and it's on fire and shit. And she's like, stupid little astro droids out there making a whole mess of the place.
Your
I tried. Sorry.
your air quality is poor at the moment. There was a lot of smoke from the fire. So
Activate
the way you would
vacuum.
refresh that would be to either through a spell, or you would have to push up against another massive body air pocket, and then it would.
Yeah, we've had to have experienced something like that before, so somebody's got to be able to do that on crew.
Well, you're looking for a planetary body to push into, so that planetoid's probably your best bet.
Or I can do the gust. Can I do a gust?
Do you have the spell gust to win?
Oh, never mind. It's not prepared. Never mind.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Cool. This is not a planet, so it wouldn't count.
No, it will count. It will
Okay.
count.
Well,
It's still a body.
Is that where the bees are pointing us towards anyway?
Yes.
The marbles.
The marbles have fallen lifeless again. It's almost like they only worked in the void.
Straight on ahead, yeah.
Just like, as soon as you butt that out.
She like puts it out on his sleeve. Like puts not on his sleeve. No, hang on. She like takes it and she like just drops it into his drink.
Real mature. And the ship then begins to move. It reaches its top speed very quickly, and in no time you're here at the planet. But everyone can give themselves a long rest between the color pool and the planetoid.
Appreciate you, Jer.
So Jer swings the.
We'll call him Jer.
Now he's Jer Jer. Jer Jer pilots the flying fish, the Jambition between many fields of debris, and just it looks like garbage. It looks like unwanted, discarded things everywhere. And as you get closer and closer to the planetoid and past more and more of these debris fields, with some very large debris in it, like ridiculous sized debris, as big as a castle. Maybe you might have even passed like a tower or something floating in the.
Oh, this bodes well.
You see the planetoid itself, and it's large in scope in that, it would take probably one day to walk from one side of it to the other. So it's definitely not like a planet.
Can I make like a history check or something to see if I have heard of or there's like stories about something like this at all? Or
Sure.
Cool. 18?
18?
Yeah.
So you've heard about these sort of astral sort of dominions, these sort of small pockets of wild space. They're tricky to find because when you're in the Astral Sea, you can just sort of think about where you want to go and somehow you find it, right?
Easy. Yeah.
But when these things don't necessarily exist directly in the Astral Sea, which means they can be they're little pockets of their own, which means they can be very difficult to locate.
Okay. So,
but all the missing debris. Also, once you get a little closer to the planetoid itself, your device in the bridge, the orrery begins to show you that there's probably close to a dozen color pools nearby, all within sort of a day's travel, and the debris field extends towards all of them, almost like these other places are getting to dump all their unwanted things here.
Seems like these are all traveling from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Inspiration.
Did I get it right that time? Or
yes,
like flavor-wise? Okay, good. Because I don't remember. Because I don't know the exact one. I don't know the exact.
This is the way.
It is the way. This is the way.
If everybody would like to give me a perception check, as
anything,
as the Jambition approaches the planetoid.
Nobody laughed at that, by the way, and I laughed.
I smiled.
I know you smiled.
I was just muted.
I rolled a 23.
I got a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 23.
How about Brickback?
13.
And what did Bonk get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
The captain definitely tried to give you a cigarette, Bonk, afterward.
Oh, with the exception of poor Brickback.
Just tuck it in my chest plate.
All the other three of you notice a large number of scorch marks, burn marks, across the surface and debris that makes up the planetoid.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I was just about to say that.
If you don't have inspiration, you can have inspiration.
Okay.
For your Han Solo line.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that guy, that ham silo.
Jared,
I think he's into them Jar Jar tweets.
Jared Binks tells you that he thinks he can navigate into the structure of the planetoid if you want.
Yeah, make it so.
So
it's a Star Trek reference.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Are you drinking Earl Grey tea?
Hot.
Hot.
The whole time I'm like checking on Jellemy to make sure that they're like, in their little bundt cake pan and like, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay.
So
I'll put you on top of my head.
Okay.
the flying fish finds an opening in the massive cluttered surface of the planetoid, and it looks like a perfectly bored circle, almost just a tad bit wider across than your ship.
Looks like
And
something
Gerger-
Oswald coughed up last week.
Gerger says he can take you in there if you'd like.
Make it so. Again.
Okay. As the ship moves in, at first you don't see any sort of movement, and then little signs of movement as these small things begin to move their way out onto what's left of like iron poles, or maybe an old set of football goalposts, or out onto the hood of some sort of car-like vehicle. All kinds of garbage and unwanted things here.
Anything useful? Anything valuable?
No, it all looks like crap.
Oh!
However, we're going to utilize our random misfit toy generator.
I rolled one earlier, and that's why I was laughing, and it was Donald Trump's wig. I'm sorry.
Everybody gets one roll as to what type of animated toy comes to greet you. A dolly that poops real turds. A barbarian.
Yay!
A vampire unicorn. And a Rubik's Cube with the same color on all sides. Jellemy, what's the color?
Green. But it's not actually green. It's like this off-put color of brown. Jellemy can only see in shades of green.
It's like the poops. It's like the turds that the doll poops.
And as the ship passes, they're all of these little toys, they have, of course, like the cartoon eyes somewhere on their body as they watch you roll on by. They don't say anything. Maybe the vampire unicorn, like a bit of light hits him. He's like, and runs back into a pipe or something he had just come out of.
I just wave at it. Like
Barbarian like flexes down for you. The dolly that poops real turds drops a turd. And the Rubik's Cube sort of shuffles itself, but makes no difference because it's all the same color.
What a dump.
And that's when Gerger brings the ship to a stop. As ahead of you, you can see a set of doors. Hundreds of feet in height and hundreds of feet in width. Like, let's say 200 feet wide and almost 300 feet tall. With a perfectly bored circle in the center of it.
Well, that's a bit extra. How big is this circle?
As big as the circle you've been traveling down into the planetoid's body. And it lines up perfectly.
Like, does it feel like we just flew up the barrel of a gun? A really, really big gun?
Oh, you said gun. I was gonna say asshole, but She takes out her scope and she's like,
you say asshole, and the dolly that poops a real turd poops another real turd.
bleh, bleh.
Did we get a short rest?
We got a long
rest.
Long rest. Okay.
But yeah, I'd like to look with my scope, with my magical vision.
Okay,
See if I can see in the hole.
So you look through the hole, and there's light inside. All not. It's all artificial light. Like there's lanterns and that burning all over the place.
Fluorescence.
And you can see a large opening, a large hollowed out opening at the core of the planetoid is probably just beyond these doors. And you can see movement on the walls inside as other unwanted little toy-like creatures that you've already passed move about.
This place is cursed. I'm not my rap sheet ain't so big that I gotta worry about that fucking Empress.
But are you chicken?
I never said I was chicken. Just saying. That's a little unsettling to look upon. Would you not agree?
I mean, and I just kind of gesture with the pseudopod at myself.
Oh, please, You're like every Tuesday for me.
Also, the air has exchanged on the ship as you've entered the planetoid, and you're breathing. Those that need to breathe are breathing easier.
All right, cool. Ow! As you cough.
Yeah. Do we have a minute?
All right, shall we go?
Wait, am I still muted?
Nope.
No, you're not. You're not muted.
Oh, I would like to cast motivational speech. Take a minute.
Nice.
Motivational speech. So that everybody gains 5 temporary hit points and has advantage on wisdom saves for the next hour.
Advantage on wisdom saves.
Next
For the
hour.
next how long? Hour? Nice.
Hour. Yeah, 1 hour. And Bricker-Brack does that by going.
Is that everybody who hears it?
Work it?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't done yet.
Oh, okay.
Up to 5 creatures within range, so within 60 feet of me. So I can do you 3. I can do Jar Jar Binks.
Yes,
Thank
please,
you.
Jar Jar.
Thank you.
Jar Jar
Inspire-
Binks, so that
Jar appreciates that.
Yes.
yeah, Jar Jar. And Oswald, the
He
named
likes,
character.
he likes to be included. Yeah. Yeah.
But a little, there's a little looper pedal on Bricker-Brack's shoulder that he starts to push the buttons for, and he says, "Work it, make it, do it, makes us." Ding, 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 ding. Starts kind of dancing.
Yeah, there's lights start, like different colored lights start flashing, and there's a dance floor, and we all like dance for like a minute.
The crew is
Pseudopods
immediately
go.
feeling it.
We
The
all
crew is
rave.
immediately feeling that.
We're raving.
Yo,
Yo,
Make
yo,
me
yo,
hot.
yo,
I'm taking my
yo,
shirt
yo.
off.
Chicka-boom, chicka-boom.
So you, Jar asks if he's going. Are we going deeper?
Well, unless you plan on walking there. Give me 1 second. I'd like to infuse an item with a message.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody want a tattoo, first of all?
Okay.
I need tattoo jelly.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but I could try.
I put out my pseudopod, which is a little bit more solid than the rest of me.
Cool, cool. I still don't understand exactly what what this pseudopod is meant to be. But if you're serious
It's
about
on a
that,
long tentacle and it has like a domed sort of
Gotcha.
hand, and it looks like a lily on the inside.
It looks like a lily on the inside.
Yes,
I thought you
there's a
said
tongue.
I thought you said like a little alien. Oh, so it's
No,
like a
a lily.
graboid. It's like a little graboid tongue. Got it. All right, cool. I will replicate a spell rot, a tattoo of spell rot upon
What's
you.
it do? Do I look cool?
It looks real cool. Looks real cool. It's totally not a dick. Yeah, but no, a spell rot tattoo. Sorry, I'm pulling that back up here. Dink a dink dink dink. Produced by
I
my
gotta say
special.
though that once it's tattooed in, like unfortunately in the Jello, it can't stay in one place. Like the image just sort of drifts around your body.
Yeah, it's like when you it's like oil on water or like
Yeah, exactly.
bubble soap or something.
So I have this floating dick tattoo.
It's not a dick unless you want it to be a dick.
I don't care.
Can I just say that I just now have learned the difference between Smarties in Canada and Smarties in the US? Was not prepared for that.
You're welcome.
Wow.
I love them very much. Thank you.
You can load it. You can load it with a spell that you are able to cast. I think mine's just a first level spell,
Yep.
so you can load it.
What are you loading?
Yeah, what are you gonna load, Paladin?
Can't you load it with your spell?
I could.
You can load it if you want. I've got some options.
I don't care. I mean, I don't got great options. Catapult, Featherfall, Shield, Thunderwave, Blur, Enlarge, Reduce, Scorching Ray, Shatter.
Can
If it can
roll
only be
with
first
a-
level,
a
it can't
stunning
be Shatter,
strike?
Scorching Ray, etc.
And
Can I load it with a stunning strike? That'd be hilarious.
I mean, actually,
Little
can we do that?
pseudopod just comes out. Poof.
Yeah, can we do that?
What? Load it with the stunning strike?
Yeah, can we do that?
Sure.
Hell yeah! She's like, nah, come here, Bonk.
I think Bonk
like-
has to like punch the jello where the tattoo is.
She's like, all right, it's like a target.
I like
That'll
take
use
you.
up-
I
That'll use
take
up
you
a
off
key,
of my
though,
head.
because you're transferring the stunning strike into it.
yeah. I like
Oh.
take you off of my head and I hand you over to the captain. Just hold your little paw. I'll be gentle, I promise. And then key point.
You knock him out.
I just like Jedi trick it in there.
You totally knock him out.
Yeah. She's like holding what is she the bunt pan? she's like holding the bunt pan. She's like,
Stop shaking me, I get motion sick.
I take the butt pan back and put you on my head.
Aw. Aw.
They like to be tall, okay?
I know they like to be tall. I was tall earlier. She like
Then
walks.
I
over,
reach
she's
up
like,
and give you like a fist bump with your pseudopod.
Speaking of which, do you still have that cigarette that I gave to you to hide?
Who did you ask?
Well, Bonk threw it in their chest plate. They said.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jar pushes the ship forward towards those big doors, and you start to see that as the light from the ship's lanterns sort of flood across the surface of the door, you can see that they're ornately etched in the image of two sphinx looking at each other.
Oh boy.
And then you pass through that hole, and you're inside a circular sphere that sort of has been carved out, and the walls are just constructed entirely of all of this debris and junk. And there are a number of long, almost like landing platforms that have been extended.
What the fuck? It's like that fucking Zamboni blob that I fought that one time, except with a bunch of misfit fucking toys.
That's
Found
my
out we need to
cousin.
extend the bridge.
No offense. Oh, you know Frederick was his name? Fuck, I don't remember. Anyway, cool. Put her there. Put her there, Jar.
So Jar pulls up beside one of these floating sort of dock planks. There's all kinds of rope rigging holding it in place, and he pulls up very gently beside it. And then a group of toys begin to march down the plank towards the ship, and we're gonna have everybody roll again on the random.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have us roll initiative, and I was like, oh no, it's like small soldiers.
On the random toy.
God.
Small soldiers, big battles.
So there's a silver goldfish,
Oh, no.
an Elon Musk bobblehead, and at the sketch with one
no.
knob just draws a straight line.
Oh. Oh no!
Oh, and a Tickle Me Elmo.
The screaming Elmo.
Oh no.
It's a Tickle Me Elmo that horror screams. I don't like that.
So as they get to the end, the bobble-headed Elon Musk is holding the silver goldfish, and to get everyone's attention, Elmo lets off a horrific scream. And the goldfish says, "Enough. Welcome to the Isle, the Planetoid, formerly the Isle of Misfit Toys.
It's
How
nice
may we
to
assist
meet
you?
Thank you for the wonderful welcome.
Why did you scream at us?
You can't just ask people why they scream randomly at people.
He's a Tickle Me Elmo that screams. Isle Misfit Toys.
Formerly Isle of... Yeah, it's a planetoid.
Formerly, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And as the goldfish is being held, like the Elon Musk bobblehead is just like...
For some reason, I just want to punch that guy right in the face.
Does anybody want a blue check mark?
Yeah,
Anyone?
I was just going to say, he's got a white shirt with a little blue check mark on it.
What's? Yeah, you must get this a lot, but I have just a sickening urge to punch you in your fucking bobblehead face.
Are you here to take us home?
We're looking for someone.
Yeah, we're looking for a dude,
No, we're looking for a queen.
a queen. Oh, thought we were
Queen or a
looking.
dude?
Thought we were looking for a hero or something.
Queens can be dudes.
Yeah, that's true.
Valid
I
point.
know she pulls out the scroll and she looks at it again. She's like,
The
Thought
bobblehead's
we were
like,
here looking for Queen Moonracer.
yeah, we're looking for Queen Moonracer. Oh, I just got it.
when they say that, they're all, when you say Queen Moonracer, they're all like, and Elmo's like, ah!
Does anyone to fucking remove his batteries or something? Damn.
I
Check
mean,
the-
maybe he's like those weird ass Furbies that just don't shut down when you take them out anyways.
Oh, you stop that right now. You summoning horror shit from my childhood. We threw them into a bonfire and they started screaming.
So at that point, the fish sort of waves its fin like this, and the bobblehead turns and begins to carry it down the plank, followed by Elmo, and the Etch-a-Sketch sort of awkwardly.
I identify these objects. Are they awakened toys?
Yes.
I just poke them as I am identifying them. Boop, 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 boop. Ha! Wow!
They like lean into your poke, almost like they crave touch.
Mm.
Oh no.
No one's touched us for a very long time.
Why? It can't be your winning with your winning personality. I cannot understand why.
The bobblehead just keeps.
Okay.
When you reach the end of the plank, there are a half dozen of the same toy. So I would like let's have Cedar make a roll on the random check, and that whatever we get, there'll be a half a dozen of them. Half a dozen puzzles with no edges. Just boxes with puzzles that have no edge pieces.
They're like little mimics, little box mimics.
That's just like an ADHD person's nightmare.
When you come to the end, they shake like they're clapping.
They're clitter clattering.
And then they fall in beside you, like in rank and file, like guards, and these shaking boxes of puzzles, and the bobblehead, the fish. Yep,
I'm on my bike.
They lead you into a tunnel that leads away from the center of the core.
I offered Jellemy a finger to hold on to again.
I'm okay.
I give I am assuming that Jer has has a stone that I can communicate with him with that I've made.
Sure, we can do that.
Yes, excellent.
Okay.
All right, they're taking us in. Get ready to crash through some shit.
You come into a chamber.
Warm up the laser. Keep the fish running.
Walking for like 15-20 minutes through these mazes of broken structures until you reach a chamber that is much different than anything else you've seen on the Planetoid. There's greenery here, and there's a small hill and standing stones, almost like a henge.
You better not say swamp. I'll be so upset with you.
Up on top of the hill, a beam of light, like there's an opening in the Planetoid, and it lets light in to lighten the Stonehenge. Lying in the center of the standing stones is the top half of a sphinx. Her lower half gone, and just a massive wound where it appears she was dissected, or there's no signs of the lower half though.
She was dissected, or did you mean bisected?
She was bisected.
Oh God, that's a little less worse. It's still bad, but it's less worse. Excellent. He's dead. Well,
and she lies in the center of these stones with 3 toys surrounding her, And we're going to have everyone except Cedar. Cedar got to roll the guards. Chell, Artemis, and Aphi, give me 3 more toys that are standing over the body. An airplane that always crashes. A Jeffrey Epstein action
Why do I
figure.
keep rolling the horrible billionaires?
And another Rubik's Cube. Artemis, what are the colors on this one?
Jeffrey Epstein,
Only
you
one
get
color.
away from that poor, vulnerable woman.
Purple for this
Purple?
one.
Okay. So, what would you like to do?
Sorry, I looked at the chat.
We come bearing gifts? No, we're coming to retrieve a gift. That's the one.
The airplane that always crashes. He's like standing upright on his tail, and his eyes are like under his wings, and he sort of walks on his tail wing, and says, "Can't you see? She's in no condition to give you the gift. No."
Well, she's missing an ass end. What happened to it?
Epstein's like,
"Oh, you motherfucker!" And she like rolls up her sleeves, and she's like,
the goldfish says, "Are you from Fantasia? The Empress perhaps sent you?"
"Yeah, sometimes, you know. Who wants to know?"
The boy and the dragon came, but the boy
All right.
the boy couldn't answer the queen's riddle.
Okay.
And then they came and attacked.
Who's they?
Did you not? You did not see their ship outside? Perhaps they've left.
There was no other ship outside except for a bunch of garbage.
At which point,
Jer, is there another ship out there?
Jar Jar
in,
Binks is
JJ.
like, I did not see any other ships.
Maybe it's floating out in amongst the garbage.
Maybe I should be talking like Jar. Misa no see no ships.
No.
No.
I remember a
Yeah.
scene of Jar Jar Binks running through a field or something, running from something. And he was like,
So
You did that a few times.
The Etch-a-Sketch comes over to Jellemy and draws a line.
Cedar, are you okay?
It goes,
Oh.
then it
You
jumps
want
up
me-
and down. It jumps up and down so the line disappears. And then
You want me to go that way?
yeah, you look in the direction the line's going, and it's towards the queen.
Did that go up your nose?
Oh, okay. I'll move towards the queen and just kind of bloop out of my blood dish and lob over to her.
When you reach her, it's a bit of a messy sight. Insides are sort of,
outside?
but she's alive.
How?
A godlike creature can live without their
Her-
ass end.
She's barely breathing. She has a big ornate headdress. Her skin is blue and her fur is blue. But she is alive.
I kind of looked at the Etch-a-Sketch like, I don't know what you want me to do with this. This is kind of beyond my ability.
What happened to her ass end? What happened? We'll go get it. We'll get it, and we'll, you know.
The goldfish says, after the boy and his dragon couldn't answer the riddle, they were leaving. And that's when the attack came. One massive blast. It disintegrated a hole that you came down. Right through our front doors.
That's what that is. Oh, okay. So who was attacking?
And then cut our queen in half.
Well, what happened to the other half?
It turned to black ash.
Oh, well, that... Does anybody know how to... is anybody a wizard that can make illusions real?
Don't be an asshole. I don't know how this works.
The goldfish, the goldfish says that the queen cannot give the gift of the planetoid without a correct answer to the riddle.
Oh, what's the fucking riddle?
She's bound by laws greater than ours.
What is the riddle? And what are your laws? You got fucking horrible celebrities walking around here.
I'm gonna have everybody make another roll on the toy table as more toys begin to gather in this chamber.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
We're getting surrounded.
No.
4th edition D&D
God damn it!
Chromebooks.
Another one of those fucking Elmos.
The 4th edition D&D core books show up. Tickle Me Elmo cries and whispers, just cries in a corner and whispers bad touch. An STI,
you need to leave.
An STI plushie in the shape of gonorrhea. And the choo-choo train with square wheels on the caboose.
On the caboose.
Oh my.
Ah! Hey, I recognize you.
Jellemy, the queen begins to whisper in a very hushed voice, repeating herself over and over again.
What is
Just
it?
listen.
How close are you gonna get?
I like Gloop to be right beside her face.
Move so I'm real close to them just in case
like this?
something happens.
What can I do to help you?
She says, so this is what she's repeating. My gift is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you see it, you'll never make it through the night. Of all the powers of faith, this gift is the first eye to open and the last to shut. If you lose it, nothing else will matter.
Thank you very much.
And we also have a picture of, if Queen Moonracer was full.
She lost her ass end. I'm such a monster fucker. She's hot. Damn it.
Yep.
The gift is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you see it, you'll never make it through the night. Of all the powers of faith, this gift is the first eye to open and the last to shut. If you lose it, nothing will matter.
Believe? Faith, trust, and pixie dust. That's what that sounds like. Oh wait, different film.
Chat is welcome to help if they can figure out the way.
Huh?
Chat is welcome to help you.
Chat.
What? What do you mean stop talking? I will never stop talking. Yeah, it sounds like hope, like a new hope.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a new hope. I don't know what fucking happens if we get it wrong. Do we get like 3 guesses? Like, what's the system here? Is this like Jeopardy? You gotta put up tokens or something.
While you're thinking, let's have more toys enter. Let's have everybody make another random toy roll.
I mean, we could just not. I'm just saying.
We're being surrounded, and I don't like it.
Donald Trump's wig. Operation board game that shocks you. A dolly for Sue, because fuck Sue. And McDonald's Happy Meal toy. What type of McDonald's Happy Meal toy are we thinking here, Captain? Pick an IP.
I'm thinking of those. Remember, like back in the early 2000s, when they had the Neopets, like they were like doing the Neopets, and like all the teenagers wanted to collect them and shit.
Absolutely.
I was that teenager. I had one. we never ate fast food, so.
There's massive amounts of toys around you now, seeing if you can answer the riddle.
It sounds like a Keith Urban song, if you ask me.
Oh my god, I'm stumped.
Oh, Liz is asking us to say it one more time. Sure, I can do that. Hold on. Let me
It's
just bring
on
it
the
up here.
screen. Yeah.
Is it on the screen as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My gift is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you see it, you'll never make it through the night. All of all the powers of faith, this gift is the first eye to open and the last to shut. If you lose it, nothing will matter.
Hope.
It does seem like hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smells like hope to me.
Regis Philman bobblehead is like, is that your final answer?
Can I punch it just for the sake of punching it?
I just want to punch it so bad. I just like gently nudge him off of the platform into the arms of the Planetoid of Misfit Toys. It's like
He starts singing in the arms of angels. The angels.
the arms of the angels.
Yeah.
I
You won't
hate that song so much.
In the
Yeah.
arms.
We're gonna go with hope, right?
Yeah, might as well.
Do we all have to answer at the same time? And what are the repercussions if we're wrong?
Like looking around at all the toys, going, I think I know the answer to that one.
Well, I don't.
Well, when Captain says that, the toys are like, no one's ever answered it right.
Well, what happens when you don't answer it right?
They just eventually give up and leave.
Oh, so you get more. Okay, hope.
So as you say hope,
A new hope.
the Sphinx breathes her last breath,
Oh fuck! I killed her.
and then just at the bottom of where her throat sort of meets her chest, a pulsing glow, as if there's something just beneath the surface of her skin.
The captain takes out a dagger. Okay.
The Jeffrey Epstein action figure is right there with you.
I just nudge him off. I just nudge him off the platform too.
Yeah. Don't worry, he did it to himself.
Not a Star Wars quote, but inspiration.
I'm gonna put my pseudopod on her forehead, and I'm gonna cast ceremony. So it'll take me an hour, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'm casting funeral rite.
Okay.
Shit, she's dead. I killed her. I'm sorry.
Bonk stands vigil while you do that.
Did we get it wrong? And like literally just like, did we get it wrong? What the fuck?
Are you gonna cut it out?
I guess. Gently. As one hang on. While you're casting this, am I able to extract this thing from her? Or is it like taboo? Not that I really care for cultural taboos.
You hear this like yes, you can do it.
Cultural norms make no sense to me. I mean, I just boinked a bonk, so you know, and just like climbs up there, straddles her with a surgeon-like precision, cuts a nice, neat line. You know.
So as you do that, the pulsing light rises out of that incision.
Oh. Okay.
And whatever color,
I take out a bottle.
whatever color the captain likes best, that's what they see, that color of light.
Red.
And for every person, the color can be different. It's whatever you want to see.
She she takes
looking on it, all those bad memories and vibes that you got while you're crossing that black void, they just melt away.
I feel happy. I'm all toasty inside. She takes no 10 sizes, and I gain the strength of 3 gerblins. And she takes out one of her one of her cigarette jars and just boom.
Okay.
With the light, just puts it in her bandolier. All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I feel less depressed. I'll wait.
Everyone, upon looking on the light, feels pretty good.
Cool. So,
It's a nice green light you have there.
It seems to be the gift of the Moonracer.
So she had to die to give it to us?
Yeah, fucking sucks. Prophecy's a fucking bitch.
That's some bullshit.
I mean, she also was missing her ass end, so her intestines are all over the fucking place right now. So, I mean, I've met people who can live without their ass end for a little while, but
so the fish says, "Without Moonracer, who will care for us?
You can care for yourselves."
Where's
Jeffrey Epstein? You can throw him over.
He's gone. He's gone. He was thrown.
I hip checked him off the platform, and but Captain Tophat is like, well, what can you do?
The wig of Donald Trump is like, I will lead you. I will lead you.
I sort of kicked that fucking thing off the platform.
Yeah, I bowl it to you to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so great. Boom. and I take my pistol and I boom.
All the toys that we've rolled so far.
The fish is like, maybe you could take us with you.
Where do you want to go? You said, are you gonna take us home? Where's home? There's like 7 holes out there.
You think the Empress will take them into her kingdom? And we can leave them there.
Oh yeah! And inside, you all can't hear this, but inside her head, she's like, yeah. Like that episode where in Star Trek where he left all the tribbles on the Klingons ship. She's thinking about leave all these fuckers on the door, inside her hall. Let it be her problem. Oh hell yeah! Hey Jer.
Yeah.
Put some fresh sheets on the guest beds. Have Oswald put some fresh sheets on the guest beds. We got company coming with us.
Okay.
All of you motherfuckers, get into this fucking carpet bag of holding.
So
Except for you, Jeffrey Epstein.
Do you have a bag of holding?
Yeah.
Okay, so they start piling in. It's just like Santa's sack.
Yeah. It's infinite. Who the fuck is... And she's like, who's Santa?
Aphi, give me one roll on the random toy table.
Oh, no.
You can do it.
Aww.
I think this is a shitty Misfit toy because it's just a goddamn penguin. But... anyways.
But that thing did look cool, though. I was like, that's nice.
Okay, so a bird that doesn't fly, but instead swims.
A sticky bounce castle? Oh.
Just before.
Isn't that just Jellemy?
Have you seen Revenge of the Nerds?
No.
Anyway.
I've seen Gamers Dorkness Rising.
The bird that can't fly but swims stops and says, "Your friend. I saw them They took him."
My friend.
Atreyu.
He's
they
my.
Took him.
I don't know him.
Aboard the other ship.
Where'd the other ship go?
He was not disintegrated in the main attack.
Well, where'd they go? What'd they look like?
I don't know. The ship was like a large boulder.
A boulder.
A nice boulder.
Is it a boulder that I would like if I looked upon it?
I think so.
A nice boulder. Okay. Mm-hmm. Or are you sure it was a boulder?
Are you sure it wasn't a space station?
Space station?
Full of cracks. And a stupid security system.
You already have inspiration. I'm not giving you another one.
I know.
He says, they took your friend.
Uh-huh.
And then he walks.
What language are they speaking? Wait, come back here. What? What'd they look like? One of you has to have seen this shit.
Oh, okay. Roll on the random table, there, Cedar, and we'll see what creature. So a child-sized flamethrower.
Oh, you've already got a home, my friend. And she picks it up and she tucks it in her holster. She picks it up and and lets it talk first.
It has like a tank and a cable and a little gun, like a spritzer, and it says they turned them to stone and then they took them aboard their ship.
That's fucked up. What did they look like?
Like a rock.
They looked like a rock inside of a giant boulder.
They also looked like a boulder.
So a giant boulder came in here, absorbed the kid after turning him into a rock, and then left.
A giant boulder came. They shot a big beam that disintegrated all the way to the center, right through our doors. And then they shot another beam that turned your friend to stone, and then they took him aboard their ship.
Do you know which way they went? Which hole did they go?
He points to like the blasted hole that you flew down.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure that a flamethrower can point. Yeah, the nozzle points. It's like...
Excellent. What's your name? And if you don't have one, would you like me to give you one? Because we're best friends now.
They call me Chili.
Chili? Alright, Chili. You can have a nice little seat next to Martha. And she tucks Chili.
So you've got the tanks on like your belt, and Chili's in a holster.
You're my new best friend. You've got a home with me, buddy. You're not lost anymore.
I'll say that when you pull the trigger, it's like you're casting Azrak's Scorcher.
I thought you were gonna be like pepper spray.
No, it's a flamethrower.
Hell yeah!
Who would give a kid a flamethrower?
Yeah, literally, she's like, do you mind if I pull your trigger?
Oh, please do. Yeah, it's like a big roaring, like, go.
Like it's like in the same family of toys that lawn darts used to be in.
Literally,
you know?
They're actually on the list. They're on the list.
Oh, okay.
literally, like shades flop down from the top of her top hat, and she's like,
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Are we leaving now?
Is everybody in the sack?
Yes.
It's just a floating platform now with a body.
Just for fun, because we're about to put this away. Last time, everyone make one last roll on the random toy, and you see this toy march into the bag. These are the toys that march into the bag last.
Whee!
Oh no!
Do you want to stop? You can stop toys. Hermie the dentist, not a toy. An elf comes out.
What's up?
What the hell are you doing here?
Can I catch a ride?
How the fuck you get here?
He smiles with like the whitest teeth you've ever seen.
The shades drop down again. Whoa!
He does not go in the bag. He asks if he can just ride on deck.
Sure. Okay, can you have a look at that?
Okay, and hold on. So Chell rolled Chucky actually walks out.
Straight Chucky.
Yep. With a grin on his face as he goes into the bag.
No, I kick him off the side. That's all they had to do was just kick him.
Chucky's not allowed. We need one last roll from Captain, don't we?
Oh, I just rolled a choo-choo train, but I can roll again.
Oh, did you? Oh, you rolled a second choo-choo train with...
Yeah,
roll again. Train. We had that already.
Yeah,
let's see if we can get one we haven't rolled. There, Tickle Me Elmo, The Screams and Horror. We see him.
Had
one more roll.
Come on.
There we go.
Yeah.
A Jack in the Box. And when it pops out, it's someone that you admire and they degrade you.
It's me.
And you have to make a dissonant whispers check.
It's me. It's me. It's just the captain.
Oh, I thought you meant it was Cedar. Cedar
Jellemy, are you going to stop the last card of a deck of many things from walking?
Yeah, why is that coming in here?
I don't know what it is, so I don't make any moves.
Well, you clearly can see that it's a card from a deck of many things, but you can't see what card it is.
It's just a card. I don't know.
Does it talk? It's
What's
awakened,
that?
right?
Yeah,
it's awakened, right? Hi. If I let you in this sack, You're not gonna automatically be drawn, right?
On the last card of a deck, I'm always drawn. Do you want to draw me, baby?
Oh, I kind of do. Oh, I kind of do.
Maybe go on the far side if you're gonna do that. And also leave me the keys.
We'll talk later.
I don't want to have to come scoop you off with a spatula or something, right?
Vroom.
Okay, so the card goes into the bag. So if you want to, someone can draw that card at some point.
No, it doesn't go in the bag. I'm letting it go into my back pocket.
Okay.
Because we're gonna have a conversation later.
Right. Oh, it's warm back here.
Yeah, you know it.
Okay.
And they're like, "Hey, chili!"
So everyone boards the ship again.
Yep.
With the gift for the Empress.
Yep. What are we gonna do with her body?
All the toys are now in the bag of holding.
All right, take this. Lock it in a closet somewhere so they don't spill out and destroy all the wall and destroy everything.
Yes, Captain.
Thank you, Oswald.
Grickerack just starts playing the Mos Eisley Cantina song with everybody on board.
That's inspiration.
Mhm.
And everybody marches in tune to the song.
All right, pick up the trail of a boulder.
Yeah, Asparagus is right. Funeral rites was cast. What happens when you finish that?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
happens?
Oh, it just means that they cannot become undead for the next week.
Oh,
Nice.
'cause we don't want that coming back to haunt us, do we?
No.
Okay. So
Should
at that
we
point,
should we burn the body?
I already took care of it. We don't have to burn the body.
I don't know what a funeral rite or something.
It's fine. Just leave it alone.
she literally did a funeral rite.
No, I mean like I don't bury them or jettison them into space. I don't know.
I don't know what the Queen's preferred method was, so I just went with that.
It's good enough. Let's go.
Take a little blanket and I just put it over her head because a Gerblin-sized blanket is barely an eye mask for her.
So the fish ship maneuvers its way back down the tunnel.
Yep.
Its lanterns lighting the way until it
Yep.
finally breaks out into wild space again.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I don't feel depressed.
And again, all your on the display, all the color pools reappear, and you can find the one that's marked for home if you choose.
Let's go home.
We have to find Atreyu.
Oh, fucking hell. All right, fine. Look for more blast holes in all this debris.
Okay.
Atreyu!
So you start to float, and everybody's looking for debris in that. Can I have everyone make a perception check?
I have it.
Ooh, dirty 20.
11.
Aphi, these rainbow dice that you gave me are like really rolling nice tonight.
Awesome.
21
What did Chell get?
8.
16?
I rolled a 22.
22? Okay, so everybody except Jellemy basically sees it.
Oh,
So
he's blurbing around
from
to the
behind,
music.
sort of from a group of rubble and debris that's just drifting in orbit around the planetoid. You see a Spelljammer ship made of stone start to emerge,
Uh-huh.
and it looks
Hey,
like this.
Jer, can you shake that there maraca and get everybody in places for a possible altercation?
It bears a striking resemblance to a monster that you've heard of,
A rock biter?
Oh
no. And the stalks from atop the ship begin to turn and look in your direction.
Oh no! It's a stone meatball! Oh no! Shield!
We're going to roll initiative for maybe the last time tonight.
Oh no!
Everybody gets. Let me just double check if it's advantage or a plus. 1 second, sorry.
I'm going to give you
Oh wait, what is
some
that?
control here, Cedar.
I thought it was a meatball. Like I thought it was a beholder. What is
Oh,
this?
it is Beholder.
Oh,
Plus
cool.
3 your initiative, everybody.
It's a Beholder tyrant ship. So
I don't
Cedar,
like
I've given you access to the Jambitions stat block down there.
Where is it?
You don't have to roll initiative, it goes on your initiative.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 9.
Okay, so we have Captain on 9. And what's Bonk on?
You said it's a +3.
Yeah.
Plus 3 to everybody.
Oh,
25.
natural
20
one.
what? 25?
Yeah, 25.
Oh, do we
Oh,
fight
we
or do
got-
we run?
Telling me we got a
fight?
1, so a 4?
A 6.
A 6?
Because of the plus
Bric-a-brac?
15.
15. And Captain?
9.
That's with the +3?
Yes.
Okay.
She's like, oh boy, do we fight or do we run? I think we should run and collapse the hole behind us.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck
And-
Atreyu, right? Yeah.
Unless you think, well, no, never mind. I'm not even gonna bother suggesting that.
What were you about to say? And was it
No.
stupid?
It was.
If it's
That's
stupid,
right.
you better say it so I can smack you.
Nope. I'm good.
I smack him in the knee anyway.
It just clangs off.
Yeah. That felt nice. Just like earlier.
So the ship is currently 160. Yeah, 160 feet.
Is it
away.
really, Bree? That's awesome.
It scared the shit out of me.
I bet.
It
What?
started
It scared me
growling.
too.
What?
I'm using the treasure hoard dice on D&D Beyond. And when you roll a natural 1, it turns into a mimic. And I didn't know it did that, and it has sound effects, and it scared the crap out of me.
Don't like that.
Okay.
Do not care for that. No, no. I use the pink fuzzy dice. Don't forget
Oh,
about your
what
key
the hell has
your
happened here?
your key point your smash thing that we imbued you with, your tattoo dick.
What is, oh, yes.
Stunning strike.
Stunning strike.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the dick part of the stick dick punch.
Mm-hmm.
Haha. I made it funny. Nyah. Nyah, 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 nyah.
Why won't it let me grab my... This is interesting. Pardon me, everybody. We're having a bit of a technical difficulty here.
I'm feeling weightless. I'm feeling fine. I feel like we're running out of time.
Aphi, I vote that we make a stick dick punch shirt, and it just has like an asterisk in the middle there so that you don't get in trouble for having dick on there.
Yeah, I could do that.
Being weightless doesn't give you disadvantage on any melee attack rolls. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Oh, I do have tough.
Arya, if you're watching, they'll be back on the 13th, I promise.
Oh, that doesn't want to do it either.
This thing blew a god in half. I say we run. Fuck Atreyu. The Empress don't need her boyfriend. She'll get over it.
I mean, what
Oh,
are we going
there.
to do against that?
Huh?
What are we going to do against that?
Exactly, that's what I said. Jaja, pedal to the metal. Get the school going. Get the fish up the river. We're like salmon. We're going home. Except that's not our home because fuck the Empress. But we're going back to the Empress and we're gonna blow.
So one hex on this map is 40 feet. Sorry, one hex is 40 feet. So your ship moves 1 hex per turn.
I can't see it. It's
Oh
dark.
shit! My bad. Hold on.
It's dark. The
You
dark
see it
is
now.
outside. Yes. Oh, it's pretty.
I see a black square.
Yeah, me too, still.
I see the galaxy,
Okay, hold on.
and there's a lot of asteroids.
I'm
Those
gonna just
asses.
change the. I gotta change up the token, and then you guys should be able to see it.
If I
Sorry.
had my life. Is this
I'm
not
also
shit?
not on the combat tracker. I don't know if that makes a difference.
No, I think if I just add all players here,
Oh, now I can see it.
Can
Yeah.
you guys see now?
Get Oswald ready to cast Mending over and over and over again if that thing hits my fucking ship.
Okay. So, we've got initiative sorted out. Bonk, are you doing anything on board the ship?
Yeah, I'm turning my astral arms back on just in case.
Okay. Repel
And then
borders
getting
type thing.
like, yeah, just in case, and like getting near. I thought there was like a cannon or something on deck.
There is.
There's a ballista and there is a mangonel, which is like a catapult.
Yep.
And the goblins are running for it, but you're welcome to work as part of the cruise on that if you'd like.
Does that make the reloading faster if someone helps?
As long as it has a full crew, both of them fire once a turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm helping as much as I can.
If
and,
you
like,
look on the,
using my
if you look,
astral arms.
just for the sake of learning here, if you look on the Jambition's character sheet, there are under the ballista there are 3 dots. It takes 3 actions, so there's a 3-man crew on it. If they were short, so we can actually check the actions off as the crew works it. If there's less than 3,
Okay.
right, and there's 5 for the mangonel. So as long as those crews are maxed out, then they can fire every turn.
Cool.
Okay. And ranges on here remain the same. So 40 feet to.
How many feet
40
was
feet to a
was
hex.
each hex again?
40
40?
feet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So your mangonel can shoot 5 hexes at short range and 20 hexes at long range, and your ballista can shoot 3 hexes at short range and 12 hexes at long range.
And we're aiming for this thing down in the lower right.
No, we're trying to go home down here.
Yeah, this is where we're headed though, right?
I've got the color pool on the. Your color pool is on the map. It's at the very
Yeah,
bottom
okay.
right-hand corner.
Yeah, we're trying to get away from the giant meatball.
Yeah.
That is correct. So Bonk, are you going to go to one of the weapons?
Yep.
Which one? The catapult or the ballista?
Which one did you say it required more people?
The catapult is.
That one then. Just me and my astral arms go and do what we can.
Okay.
And apparently at this level I have like an astral helmet too, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Astral helm.
Bric-a-brac, what are you doing aboard the ship? As the goblins run to weapons and run to, masts and things to make the ship move faster.
I think I'm just gonna do same thing. I'm gonna hang out by the captain and do bardic inspiration.
Okay.
This time it'll be the beginning riff of Metallica, and I will cast bardic inspiration.
That's a sick jam
Nice.
right there.
My next question is:
I didn't know that you could jam.
Is Captain Tophat in the jammer seat, or is Jar Binks doing this?
I don't think she would be able to do much more than the rest of everybody else helping right now because it's a fucking meatball.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think. Well, right now, Jer's in the seat.
Okay.
I'm ready to go though.
So next is the tyrant, and it moves closer, and it then opens fire with its eye beams on the flying fish, and it can shoot 3 hexes at its short range. So it's just moved into short range. Eye stock cannons go off. 1, 2.
Is Jer on my turn too?
Yes.
Okay.
So the ship's armor class. Your ship's armor class is a 15.
Yeah.
So the first destructive ray misses. The last one, but the main one hits. It does 33 force damage to the ship. So ships have a stat called damage threshold, and your ship has a damage threshold of 15, so it beat that. So your ship, and I'll mark it here, takes 33 points of force damage as one of the eye beams hits it straight on.
17 then. We got 270. Yeah, not my baby. Not my baby.
And Captain, it's your turn now.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
Also on this turn, we're going to return fire from your ship, so we'll give everybody a turn to fire the weapons.
Yeah, I'll let them fire first.
Do you want to do that? So
can I have them fire before I do my thing?
Yeah, let's do that first. So we had Bonk run to the mangonel. So if you can fire that, Bonk. If you go down to the Jambitions character sheet, you should be able to click on the mangonel, and it'll fire it for us.
If not, I can do it for you. Or otherwise.
Did that do it? Nope, that was not what I wanted it to do.
No, if you go up to the actions part where it says mangonel stone, if you click on that, I think it should fire it for us. Where it says mangonel stone. If you click that,
I don't see mangonel stone. Oh, there it is.
do you
I
see that under actions?
Upper right.
Yeah, there's not anything for me to click on. Oh wait, never mind. Duh, I'm just dumb.
Oops.
It's over
There
here.
we go. 16. Unfortunately, the tyrant ship has an armor class of 17, and the stone bounces or just goes wide of it. And then who wants to fire the ballista this turn? Bric-a-brac or Jellemy?
Oh, I'll fire the ballista.
Okay, go ahead. You yell fire, and a whole bunch of goblins run into action for you, pulling the trigger.
Fire more!
Keep firing, asshole!
Can you find it?
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Nope.
Oh,
next,
no.
next column over under actions.
Oh, there it is.
Nice. An 18 is a hit. It does 16 points of damage. Unfortunately, that does not beat the tyrant ship's damage threshold, and the bolt shatters on the stone. Captain, Captain, you can. It's still your turn, so you can move the ship 1 hex in any direction you'd like,
Cool.
as well as take any actions you would like.
Cool. Alright, this is, we don't want to do that, do we?
The debris, the debris hexes will.
Are they
block-
moving?
No, but they will block line of sight for you.
Okay. We can only move 1 hex?
That's correct.
Aww. I don't like that. So right now, technically we're 80 feet from it?
120.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to bloop. Sorry. Guess we'll jump over here.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then I think, since that's about 120, I'll save that spell for a hot second.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Fly.
Did you freaking take Earthbind again?
No. Where's the Earth?
I just figured like bind it to one of the asteroids.
I'm not a warlock. I'm an
Anything,
warlock.
Captain?
I get that spell though.
As my bonus, I'd like my cannon to fire.
Your force cannon? Yep.
Yeah.
Does it have a range of 120 feet?
my flamethrower.
Does it have a range of 120?
There's no range or area written here.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the fire one might be a cone.
Oh, it's a 15-foot cone. Never mind.
Yeah. So it would have
Alright.
to be adjacent to you.
I'll have it prepared.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm just like, run, because I don't have anything that's about 120 feet, I don't think. So everything
Okay.
else is kind of like focused.
Jellemy?
I will cast as a... Oh, I already used my bonus action, but that's fine. Anybody got a non-magical weapon? I'll cast magic weapon on one of my pistols.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Bless on myself, on Bonk. And can I cast it on the ship?
No.
Okay.
I think
Can you
it's
cast it
a
on
creature.
Jer? Because right
Yeah.
now he is the ship or the helm.
He's not within 30 feet, I'm assuming, so I wouldn't be.
We can say he is.
Okay, well, then on Jared, then.
Okay.
Part of the crew,
least-
part of the ship.
Part of
Sounds
the crew,
good.
part of the ship. At least until I'm in the seat, and then I'll get the blessed.
So they get a plus 4.
Plus
to
D4
their
on any
attacks.
checks?
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
We're all gonna die.
Bonk, are you continuing to help with the catapult?
Yep.
Bric-a-brac, what would you like to do this turn?
How far are we away? Right now it's 100 and
120 feet.
120. Sorry.
No, that's good.
Jack is gonna try and cast Dispel Magic at the ship
Oh, nice. Okay.
just to see. And we'll do it. It is. Oh, do I have to roll it? I have to roll it.
No, I don't think you have to roll it, do you?
Yeah, you roll it, right? Says the DC is equal to 10 plus the spell's level. And on a successful check, the spell ends.
But a third level or lower, it just cuts out.
Yeah, if it's a third level spell, it just cuts out. If it's a fourth level or higher,
Okay,
make
I'm
an
gonna
ability
say.
ability check using your spellcasting.
And what's the range on Dispel Magic? Have we got the range for that?
120 feet.
Perfect. So I'm gonna say that you hit the opposing Spelljammer craft with Dispel Magic, and I'm gonna say it cannot fire it. Like you shut down one of the eye stalks.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So the tyrant continues towards you,
Ah!
and fires two of its. You normally can fire 3 eye stalk cannons, but it's only firing 2. And both of them miss.
Ah!
Jar Binks sort of tilts the ship, and the beams fire over the deck.
Yeah, she screams like, "Stop!"
Captain, it's your turn. So first of all, let's do shooting. So go ahead and fire the catapult again for us, Bonk. And Jellemy, if you can go ahead and fire the ballista for us.
Yep.
Nice.
What do you
Uh,
fire?
The mangonel does not hit. The stone flies
use-
wide. The
Can I use
bolt
my
hits.
inspiration?
Sure. Nope. Still not
That's
enough.
fucking worse.
But the bolt hits. But again, the bolt does not penetrate the tyrant ship's damage threshold.
Well,
Captain, it's your turn. You can move the ship 1 hex.
excellent. Try and keep with a thing here. There. And I would
Okay.
like to cast a Scorching Ray, which has a distance of 120 feet. I will roll to hit.
Nice.
That's a net 20, baby!
Woohoo! Beams of fire shooting off the ship.
It's a 25 total.
Yeah, well, that 20 always hits, so you're good.
She's like, fuck this. Ah. She
So roll for the other 2 beams now.
She like lights it and she goes. Roll for the other 2 beams?
Yep.
Oh, what do you mean 2 beams?
Didn't you cast Scorching Ray?
Scorching Ray? Oh, 3 rays of fire. Oh,
Yep.
oh, great. 3 rays of fire. Sorry. 19.
That's a hit.
17.
That is a hit. So I need each beam separate, though. Unfortunately, they each do 2d6, and then for the one that critted, you're gonna roll 4d6. Right?
8 for.
Yeah, but I need
regular-
them separate because they're
Yeah,
each considered.
yeah.
a
8 for
different
the
damage
regular
source.
one. 8 for one of the regular ones.
No,
9.
4 for the crit.
Yeah,
Oh, it does 8. Okay, sorry.
yeah. What I'd
I
rolled
thought you were
once.
telling me the number of dice. Sorry. Go ahead.
No.
I'll shut up now.
Rolled one of the regular hits was an 8.
Yep.
The next
Yep.
regular hit was a 9.
Yep.
And now the
crit.
The crit. How did I thought there was a way to do that? Huh. Well. 2, 3, 4. Roll. 17. That's a shitty roll.
17.
Yeah.
So none of them beat the damage threshold. So they just burn little flame marks on the tyrant ship.
Fuck you!
Jellemy?
Can my cannon reach?
No.
Oh, it's 15. Sorry.
Yeah.
It just goes. It just like.
It wants to.
It blows. It blows a raspberry at it.
It's a custom moonbeam because it's the only thing I have that's at that range.
Okay, cool.
Get it right in its afterburner.
I can't make a saving throw, so it hits it.
10.
Okay, well, it's on its turn, not.
Oh, okay.
Not now, but.
Good enough. Good enough. Bonk, you're still working the weapon.
Yep.
Brickleback, doing anything cool?
I don't know if I have anything in range. They're still 120 feet away.
They are.
I think I will just, for this turn, just hold a spell action if it moves within 60 feet.
Okay, cool.
Oh, good.
So the tyrant goes. It's at 80 feet.
Okay, yeah, no.
One of its cannons is still, you can see it like sort of sparking and crackling as magic's trying to work, but it's not. It's a spell, magic spell. The other two eye stalks fire. And that is a miss. No, that is a hit, pardon me. And the second eye stalk fires, that's also a hit. So with these two hits on your ship, you realize that you can't repel firepower of this magnitude.
No.
As you know, maybe even a few goblin crew members have been swept over the side from these eye stalk rays hitting the ship.
You're muted, Cedar. If you're talking, you're muted.
Even if it's just for flavor, can I use my coiling grasp tattoo to grab them before they go?
Sure.
Cool. Not today! It's like
Okay.
grab.
So
Can we
if
dash with the ship?
Lifeline! Yeah, can we
Instead of
dash?
doing like actions or whatever?
yes, your jammer can try.
Oh. Well, we should do that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Cool.
Just
Here-
about.
oh, it is my turn. I'm sorry. Okay, so
So let's have, first of all, those of you who are firing weapons, go ahead and fire.
well, we're gonna dash instead.
Oh, you're dashing instead of firing. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here then. Just have to make a roll for the helm. Yes. Yes, he's okay. So so then we go to Jellemy doing anything? The crew has left the weapons and are now like in the rigging and everything, allowing you guys to do your dash action.
Captain has called out lifelines.
I'll just move the moonbeam back on top of the thingy.
Yep.
Your
Oh yeah,
lifelines, you
the first
fucking
one was
idiot.
10 damage. Do you want to roll damage for me again then?
Yep.
And see if we crack this thing's hull resistance.
5.
It does not. It does not. Bonk, as the crew springs into action.
I help where I can because I got nothing that's long range.
Okay. Do you want to help tie people off? The captain's told everyone to tie off.
Yeah, I run around like using my dope monk speed to like, and if I have to, I'll burn key points to get to people.
Okay.
Because I can use Step of the Wind. So.
Yep.
No goblin left behind.
Brick-a-brack,
Nope.
doing anything?
Brick-a-brack is just going to do counter charm. So as an action, I perform until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So creatures within 30 feet of me have advantage on saving throws and being frightened or charmed. And I'm just going to play a little journey. And it's going to be the someday love will find you. Or break those chains that bind you. So Brick-a-brack's just like rolling around doing it.
Yes. This is, you know what? This is the killer of Twitch because it would be awesome if we could just play that tune.
Yeah. Just hear my horrible rendition. So.
No, your rendition's great. Your rendition's great.
Beautiful.
Brick-a-brack's just playing music.
Okay.
He's jamming. He's jamming.
Just jamming. They're jamming.
Jamming. So my question to you now is, before we go any further down the initiative order, is the ship just going to remain in total flight, trying to run away for the color pool?
We're gonna run like hell and use any asteroid we got as like a shield.
Captain, you are a better jammer than Jar Jar. Would you like to jump into the helm? And...
Yeah, that's
Yes?
exactly what I was gonna do this turn. She was gonna be like, move.
Okay, so I need a best 2 out of 3 scenario here. Best 2 out of 3. So you're gonna roll what's your spellcasting ability as an artificer?
Shit, where's it?
Intelligence.
What? Yeah, it's like your int,
Intelligence?
right? I have a +2 modifier, so my
+2
intelligence. Yeah, it's 15.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you to roll 3 times with your +2 modifier.
Okay.
And tell me what you get for those. We need 2.
I
Two-
did wrong.
2 of the 3 have to be successful to escape the tyrant.
This is D20 +2.
D20 +2. And we need 15s.
19 with
Nice.
with Mina's dice.
Yeah. I think you have a bardic inspiration. So
I do.
if you're short on one of these, you could add the bardic inspiration dice.
Excellent. 13 plus 15 for Athelstan. So you said we needed what?
You need a 15.
Okay, so 15 meets it beats.
Okay.
Don't fuck me, ferret. I know, but I want to roll the third one just in case.
Yeah, do it.
Just for funsies. Oh, ferret didn't fuck me. 15.
15. There we go. Perfect. So you begin to pull away, and the tyrant realizes that it's not going to be able to catch you. At which point, inside its stony bell, because it has like a bell, you see a whole bunch of beholder beams begin to fire into the center of that bell, and then a massive beam projects.
I'm gonna do the Riker maneuver.
Okay.
Like, get behind stuff if you can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm also gonna do the Riker maneuver.
You've already broken out of the debris into that open area, and that's when it takes this opportunity to take this shot.
Yeah, that's the Riker maneuver. Hang on, I got an actual. This is fucking great. I love Star Trek. So stupid. The Riker maneuver underwear. Oh my god.
Aphi, roll me a d10 and tell me what you get.
I don't
No,
want
it's
to.
literally it's not like a break. It's like a nose down drop.
Six?
Then twitch turn.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Aphi has rolled a telekinetic ray coming from the tyrant ship. So this is essentially going to work like a tractor beam if it can hit you. If it can hit you.
Okay, sorry, it's the Picard maneuver. My
It also
It's
took
just
that
about to turn
10
into a 2-shot.
and
And
moonbeam.
Yes, which did not beat its armor.
No, you're hurting my feelings.
So we need a jammer check, a spell jammer check here. The DC on the beam is a DC 16.
Plus
What am I-
4.
Any pluses? +4. DC is 16.
And you also have a bardic inspiration dice
That is true.
if required.
Plus
Plus
a
a
D4,
D4,
yes.
yes.
I'm rolling Mina. Come
Okay.
on, Mina, babe. My Daisy.
It's either really good or really bad.
I can't believe it.
Did she fuck you?
No,
Okay.
it's a 19.
Nice. So the ship quickly does that maneuver, and this massive beam fires across all the way out to the color pool.
It's like we just suddenly accelerate into like high warp directly. Like it seems like we're going directly towards them, but it seems like the ship is in 2 places at once, and therefore it misses us.
And you gain enough distance from the ship that you're able to jump to your hyper sort of fast speed, and before long you hit that color pool. And this time, as you enter the color pool and the darkness shrinks down around your ship in the void, and the ship feels like it's slowing and slowing and slowing, this light on Captain's hip begins to glow through the case, unable to be withheld by a simple pouch and like a beacon of light. Your ship is able to move at its like regular, really fast speed, regardless of the void. And you emerge on the backside of the moon of Eternia. Not Eternia. I'm talking He-Man now. On the backside of Fantasia, and as you roll around that, you can see even from orbit, you can see the ivory tower.
Cool. Can we close the hole somehow?
The hole in the ship?
Well, that too. But no, the color hole that we just came flying
the color
out
hole.
of. Yeah, the sphincter. I don't want that fucking tyrant coming through here.
You're not sure that you have no way of closing that.
Better warn them, maybe just a little bit.
Oh, I can't do it.
You watch it though. You watch it. But nothing comes through.
Nah, I was gonna do something real mean, but nah, it's cool. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. This is the Empress's problem. We win. Here we go. Bye.
We gotta go give her the thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're doing. Go see the Empress.
Okay.
You return.
Oi, Empress! Here's some of them. Here's some Zoloft for you. Swing.
So the hope that you bring back to the ivory tower shines like a beacon on top of it, and its light spreads out across all of Fantasia.
And by the power of Grayskull.
The Empress herself. You're getting inspiration. That's my next one shot, a He-Man one shot. The Empress sort of rises up out of her bed. You can tell that there's color in her face. Whatever was afflicting her is no longer doing so. And that light spreads across all of Fantasia. You've saved the realm. You've brought hope for a new year. And I think that's where we'll wrap it.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I'll take the universal pardon for all of my
you get your pardon.
and my future crimes. Thank you.
Wait a minute. More importantly, though, what song does Bric-a-Brac play us out on?
Oh, I'm definitely going to do just that fanfare from Star Wars A New Hope where they're walking up for the ceremony.
Yes.
I'm really
Yes.
I'm just playing that whole fanfare.
I feel
For
that.
my-
I feel
for
that's
ourselves.
perfect. I feel that's perfect.
Captain squeezes Bonk's tin cans.
Thank you.
As a soft, I have a bit of soft spot for. Well, maybe
I clenched my butt because apparently we established that Warforged can do that.
Warforged can do that.
It's like a
Yep.
steam
how-
image.
It's
I
how
like
they
that.
show fear, apparently.
That's how they show fear.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
In but a few days. There we go.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Just quickly around the table again before we close out tonight's session. DM Jellemy, who are you? Thank you so much for running this nonsense with us.
I'm Jellemy. You can find me on Old Men Rolling Days podcast or Instagram. I always like to have fun over there. I also stream here on Twitch on DM_Jellemy. Thank you.
Cedar.
My name is Cedar the Barefoot. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I do the TikTok. I make the bread. I make the happy noises and the gurgling noises and all that good stuff. I like to bring chaos here to my friends over in the Vactair because they invited me here, so they made their bed. And the reason why I said I can't believe it was because it was almost a 1, but then it smacked into the side of our ferret's tray and turned into a 19. And I was like, oh.
She was with you. Chell.
Hi, I'm Chell. Newer to streaming, but hopefully that will change with just more. Thank you again for inviting me. I'm, again, usually running my own home games, but you can find me on Instagram at Chell Blackthorn. I literally will talk about D&D forever, so if you just want to come by and chat about anything, that's where I'll be.
Absolutely. And how did you enjoy your first Vactair stream?
I loved it. It was really fun.
And
Good.
more
also-
chaotic.
Yeah, Could have
It
been
would
more.
have been more chaotic if Becky had been here.
Yeah, because
But-
she and I bounce off each other real hardcore. It's great.
Yeah, next time. Next time.
He is also my arch nemesis. So.
It's true.
Well,
Artemis?
you know what, Jerry? You gotta train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. So,
Nice.
did I get that one right? Did I get
Yes,
it right?
you did.
Yeah.
You got that one right.
I only know that one because I saw it in a TikTok. It's a sound.
Nice.
We're,
Artemis?
we're all proud.
I'm a TikTok person, y'all. If you didn't know, I learn everything from the internet.
Like you do.
Seagulls poke at my head, not fun.
Artemis?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Artemis, and I'm the social media manager, content coordinator, and resident crazy lady of the Vactaire. I organize all this nonsense and do whatever Aphi needs help with, and I don't sleep.
Sleep when you're dead.
Yep. Yep.
And I am Aphi the DM. You can find me here or over on Aphi the DM, pretty much anywhere. And I run the Vactaire.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do, with Artemis's help and everybody's help. So, still sponsors Canadian Dice. Go to canadiandice.ca, use the code the Vactaire for 10% off, and check out our Extra Life team. Pick anybody from the roster, throw a couple bucks their way. It really goes to help a lot of pediatric wards across Canada and the US. And yeah, it's just a good cause. So we're going to raid somebody. Stick around for that raid because we want to pay it forward to our D&D community here on Twitch. And we will see you on the next one, which is Friday at 8:30.
As long
you
as
don't have
there's a
anything to do
light,
this
we've got a
weekend-
chance.
Oh, yes. And if you don't have anything to do on New Year's Eve, hit up Artemis or Rick from Hammer of the Gods podcast. They are going to be running Babies and Broadswords one shot and then a bunch of games afterwards. So go bother them. Have a good night, everybody.